Delicious high.
I've pressed the button.
Button press.
And another thing.
Welcome back,
about the
everybody, back to
assassination
D&D, back to the swashbuckling action that is the...
Fuck.
All right.
But
Butts and seats. Hang on.
Seats and butts.
Seats and butts. All right, you guys had sailed to the port city of Foyle in tow and cargo as passengers. You, as always, who you rescued from Grove Island and some temple. Winston, who has shared with you the secret that he's much, much older than this place. In your visits to the island of Dorkland Island, up into the mountains, you found yourself in the realm of a mind drinker vampire trying to guard the silver dragon, which you did, might I add. Congratulations.
yeah,
No.
Discussing with the mind drinker vampire with his current game with the silver dragon holobrand up there, you found out that he too, not from this world and much older than it. It was then shared with him via memories of your artificer that there is a portal on on Athlone Island, just outside the port city of Foyle, that he could perhaps access, use, and get back to his home plane. Upon walking up the mountain and learning a little bit more about Miguel, Consuela Cantala of House Denier, he shared with you that he was brought to this plane in its early days to fight a big war, not unlike some kind of murals you've perhaps seen on your travels. He talks about these powerful mages of various colors waging war against one another, and that the creator himself of this plane was amongst them. Connecting the dots, you guys assumed that Winston was one of the guys that were as the color of white. Upon reaching the ship and meeting the two, you realized that the relationship was quite terse, as they were separate armies, maybe on the same side, but not exactly what you would call allies, but acquaintances nonetheless. McQuell referred to Winston in reverent behavior, as Winston was more guarded, as he, referring to the mind drinker vampire, was brought to this plane by Elena. Elena, who we all now know and love as the ruler, or the person in charge of all the motherfuckers on Primrose's list. One of them you have dispatched. Another one you have tersed with. A pair of them on this who have apparently also, by the virtue of Alex losing contact with his uncle, has taken your one cargo ship that's out there running errands for y'all hostage, and that is no longer making you money. So now Uncle Ben and the whole crew of that ship is under hostage by the Silvers somewhere.
good.
You left Portuma, sailed south, ran into your old friend Captain Grom, shared a nice evening meal with him, shared a little bit of info, and then arrived in the port city of Foyle. Wanting to leave the city under the cover of darkness, you all began to go to a watering hole, in which case you partook in some festivities. A little bit of drinking, a little bit of relaxation, a couple little fights, had a good time, came out to the coast, had a blast, and now here we are. Night falls on the 25th of Fundaco, 1573. The crew of the Masked Maiden and the Traveler's Shadow at Port City of
Well, we've made it. All right.
Well, now that it's cover of darkness, we can bring Miguel to the teleport, right?
Yes. Do that.
Very well.
That scared me. Yay, my DM
You guys
has
make for the
subscribed.
gate, heading out of town, down the familiar road, past the farms that are close-knit to the port city's walls, down the winding road that gets you further into the small little jut-out island that Foyle is on. That is connected by a very narrow land bridge to the rest of Athlone Island. It's only about a 7-hour hike out, as you remember, to that manor. And the weather Normal for the winter season, there is no wind, but the stars and the moons are obscured by heavy clouds
Damn.
as snow begins to fall.
No.
Miss my cloak.
Yeah, well, you got rid of it.
Who gave that away?
Yeah.
Hmm.
What kind of bingus would do such a thing?
The same kind of bingus that would hang out with you guys.
That's rude.
Wow, I can't believe you've called your otter a bingus.
Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely rude.
How do you think he feels about that?
Kato stayed on the ship for this. I'm not having him go
He hangs out with
out
us.
and about. No.
You know.
Did
he
you
does.
bring Mr. Jiggum for this trip? Because I didn't bring Kato.
You just mean like on the boat?
No,
yes.
to go. We're headed to the manor that has the teleporter for Miguel because it's nighttime.
Yeah, no. I leave Mr. Jiggins on the boat.
Exactly.
As I always do.
Yes, he does.
Hey, this is a familiar place.
As you come up to the once mysterious manor, where the disposed High Lady was found
It's Shannon.
zombified within inside, bandits overrun.
Yeah.
As you come up upon it, you see that the windows now are all boarded up. You see that the vine and overgrowth has taken up much more of this building.
Good.
And you do see lantern lights by the Undercroft entrance on the outside. And there are two Netherian soldiers standing post with their musket rifles out, heavy clothes, backpacks, and their lanterns on stakes hanging from poles about 10 feet in front of them on that little like walk down ledge.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was that?
First of all, we all know who that was. How do you not know who that was?
Exactly
Oh.
what the fuck that was.
God.
Oh.
It's a boy, fart man.
Sorry.
He's not sorry.
It totally caught me off guard that's your entrance sound.
Kids.
I think you killed Rob.
He did.
He's dead. You've killed him.
Don't doubt
I
it.
missed a murder?
You
caused
witnessed
the murder?
Yay! 500!
Participated.
Thank you so much! That's my fabulous
Actively-
DM. He's not
Shooter?
dead. He's sending money to me
No.
for some
I'm
reason.
actively shooting.
No, that's not good.
Well, why
Shit.
not?
It's dark. You guys have been walking. As far as I know, nobody has lanterns out. You were walking out of the dark in the snow. You see two guards at the Undercroft entrance with their lanterns out in front of them. They don't see you or notice you as you guys are approaching the manor.
All right. Well, let's listen in so Rob can do all the role play and we can just sit here and watch.
Hey, Rob, play your own fucking game.
Yeah,
How about
great.
that?
Very well.
Amuse
Very well.
me.
Oh, as you guys sit at the edge of darkness, avoiding detection from the guards,
Mhm.
as they kind of stand there idly, blank stares out in the face. One of them kind of like casually looks over at something, looks up at the snow, and says, "It's been a bit heavy this year." The other responds, "I had Queen's blessing. It has, but it's not like anything back in the home country. Good lord, it's all the lake effect snows around the Empire. And, you believe
Oh
we
my
could have
God.
settled anyplace else? Oh,
We're in
dude,
upstate
you're
New
telling me.
York.
What gave that away? All the upstate New York names?
Mostly the lake effect snow.
Yeah, don't miss that.
It could be anywhere. That could even be where I'm from.
No.
So the
Yeah.
one that wasn't adhering to discipline first, the second guy, the guy that replied, goes,
Mhm.
"So, how's your lady friend?" And the other guy with no discipline church up, she goes, "Dude, it's great. I think I'm gonna go by the Jewelers next season once we get paid for this season." The other guy kind of like snorts, and the guy replies back like, "What? What's so funny?" He goes, "Dude, she works at a tea house. You know she's paid to flirt with you, right?" No, no way, man. This is
Oh.
real. It's real.
Oh,
Come on,
that
she
got
does it in her off
sad.
time. I escort her home and everything. Right, because the tea shop's edge the warehouse district, man. Like she needs to be escorted home. You know how bad those ruffians are in the warehouse district. What? What are you talking about, dude? I've seen her ankle.
It's their version
Oh.
of strippers.
What a harlot.
Sure. What?
Please tell me you say that out loud so that
Yes.
they are alerted to us.
What a
Yes,
skank.
but I say it very facetiously.
Upon hearing what a harlot, you see both of them kind of like, "Whoo!" and like try to like pull their rifles up from port arms and like and shoulder them and like point out in darkness, and they kind of like the one takes a knee and goes, "Halt! Who goes there? Show yourselves, you knaves!"
Not my ankles.
Oh god, that's good. Does he take psychic damage?
Vicious mockery from a rogue.
Classic.
Oh,
How
my
dare
God.
you listen to a private conversation, knave? You step into our light right this instant, or we'll start firing.
First of all, it wasn't very private. Second of all, I was already stepping.
Fucking have at it, idiot. Start firing.
Let's
Can
See
I
where that
cast-
gets
That's lively.
Can I stab?
So I stepped forward.
No, I.
Identify yourself, mister.
I'm Mesk. I was out for a stroll, and I just happened to hear you guys flapping your gums about some ankle showing tea waitress.
So stupid.
I'm gonna say, is that who you really want to settle down with? Showing all that ankle to just everybody?
Captain.
I like a little elbow myself.
Don't change the subject. No, she accidentally showed me that ankle on the walk home. She was pulling out a key to the back door to her house.
Well, I'm
Mhm.
sure she was showing her back.
That's a likely story. How do you know she hasn't done it with other people?
Well, how do I know who you are?
I told you who I am.
Who do you fight for?
buddy.
Me. Mask. It's me. The Mask Trading Company. You know the one.
No, sir, I don't know the one.
Oh god, you were removed from the outside world too long.
What business do you have at the manor, then?
Told you I was going for a stroll.
Did a stroll lead you astray to this entrance? Not likely. The path is over there, as he juts his chin up to the path that you guys left to get to them.
Well, I just happened to hear an intriguing conversation, and it just kind of led me this way. My apologies, gentlemen. Now, what does she look like?
I ain't gonna tell you that. Be on your way then, as you kind of you see the one get up from a knee, and they're trying to relaxing, but the muskets are like, not pointed at you now, but they're like starting to fall more to like alert to the deck.
I kind of like nudge my elbow to him. Come on, don't you want to brag about your lady just a little bit? I mean, you seem to be having no problems bragging about her just a second ago. Come on.
That's so weird. In a real life situation, it blasted. Yeah.
Weird.
I don't rightly know you, or as much of a stranger to me. This is one of my brethren in arms. I feel more comfortable with him. If you
All
do
right.
minds my respect and manners, that I ask you to be on your way and that you stop interloping on one of my conversations.
Ah,
Interlooping.
you know what? Absolutely, you are correct. I'll just stop by the tea house myself and see you later. I turn around and start walking away.
Perceptions check.
You have a gun in your back. Is that for everyone?
Yeah, you guys are all standing there.
Oh,
Just the
my
old
Atlanta.
Talkie boy.
We're all standing there.
He's a very
Send-
talky boy.
Senor can't read a room or a conversation, man.
Me in real life.
Yes, you in real life.
That's the one.
Everybody above a 13 notices that the soldier immediately flushes red.
Ah, I see. You have rosacea.
Woo. Yeah, that's the one.
What type of soldiers are these? Like, what is their race?
Desperate?
They're
Oh,
Netherian. They're of the Netherian Empire. One's a half elf, the other one's a human.
Oh, I was gonna say Netherian is not a race, Rob.
No, like
Fascination.
there's always wild, different people in Nether, so that's why I was like, how do we tell if they're blushing?
Oh, you could tell.
It's kind of hard with a minotaur.
Yes.
I mean, you can tell by the way that it is.
Not when you watch the bulge rise.
Or the elephant people, the elephant one that was slain before.
Oh, the trunk gets hard on the elephant, guys. That's the easy one.
Stop.
What about the
talking.
gal?
Oh,
It starts
you wanna know about
dripping.
the gal. Oh. In his defense, you did ask.
Yeah, I
You did.
regret it.
Yeah, I also regret you asking.
I'm just happy to be here.
Same.
Well, it doesn't sound it.
I
I'm
cast
sick as shit.
thaumaturgy to brighten their lights so that they can see the rest of us.
My eyes, ache.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's
my
gonna be
human
bright.
eyes.
Mine eye hole.
By glory of the queen, we're surrounded. Harris, quick, sound the alarm.
What? No, you're not.
Yes.
And then you done
Surrounded?
fucked up
Around?
now.
We're in front of us.
We're just standing here like human beings. You know, you people.
You've come upon us in the night, outnumbering us. As you see the guy like start ringing, unfastening a bell from his belt.
First off, you're the ones that are scared of a group of people,
God
so wouldn't
damn
we
it,
be pretty stupid for
Shannon.
walking alone at night? You travel in packs for group safety.
Also, if I wanted to, I would have just killed you outright. That's why
You
I'm
guys
walking
are not
away. I
helping
do
the
not
just
care.
situation
sacrificed our
at
element
all.
of
Also, why are we,
surprise to
why
have
are
a
we talking to
conversation.
these people?
Because I was overhearing them and I made a comment. Shannon decided to shine literal light on the party.
Yeah, okay, we're from the Masked Maiden. We're the ones who freed this area from, God, what were those people doing?
Man,
Oh,
this
so
water
you're the
Oh,
one
yeah,
information.
the
responsible why we
slavery
have to
people?
sit here and stand guard then.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
do your job.
Yeah, heaven forbid.
How's it feel to have gainful employment, you rubes?
We had gainful employment back at the city walls. Now we're out
Yeah.
here.
Gain these balls, idiot. What are you?
And you
fuck-
understand that what you're guarding is very, very important, right? So they must trust
What, a
you
wine
a lot
cellar?
to be here.
Yes.
I actually
Sure,
don't
why-
understand why we're guarding this wine cellar.
Well, then you're a
It's above
rube.
your pay grade.
Rube.
Yeah.
Get
Were
to
you
Reuben.
informed about how the Masked Maiden fought off the slavers people here that also
Yeah.
killed the lady of this house, right?
Yeah.
I was told that there was a private investigation that led to the discovery of the nobles being killed here by previous occupants that were not nowhere near to wells, and that this basement was to be guarded at all times and barred entrance from anybody outside of the viceroy's explicit permissions, that or the queen's.
Okay, so you do have quite a bit of exposition, NPC man.
Absolutely, you do that.
I just
Vague
don't know what's
exposition.
Like he's
down
a
there.
real
I just know
person,
that I have
though.
to keep you out.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Well,
We're
I have not
cool.
touched
Yeah,
on
we're
that
cool
yet.
with that. Surprise attack! No,
No.
no.
I'm assuming that we should probably talk to the viceroy then to gain access. 'Cause
I see
I'm
turn order
not-
pop up, and
I'm not
I-
interested in fighting anybody.
Too
This
bad.
is not that
Look what
kind
you've
of
done.
day.
She hasn't shit.
Talk to people. You're the one
Yeah.
insulting their crushes. Come on.
I have not insulted a singular person. I showed interest in the man's
Literally
interest.
said harlot.
Well,
You
I mean,
did-
yeah,
did
kind
call
of.
her a name.
Look at the way she is.
You haven't
don't-
seen her.
Yeah, you don't actually know.
Yeah,
who
you're not
she is.
supposed to. A decent lady, Shannon. You don't see him. You
I wouldn't
don't even
know
hear
a
him.
decent lady, Captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You know.
What do you know about women? You're a cat.
Where's what's his
Are
name?
there not
Where's the
lady
gob?
cats?
Where's the goblin man?
Pella?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, the NPCs we intermittently forget about. Where are
He's a
they?
filthy whore.
Pella's a dude. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Tell us
He
pretty
knows
true.
women.
He gets to enjoy.
If there's anybody who's in touch with their feelings, it's Pella.
Yeah, also in touch with the inside of his own hand, because I've stabbed it.
Okay, well.
He deserved it. You can
Are
tell
the
by the
guards
way
still
that he is.
listening to us squabble?
Yeah, they're like kind of awestruck and just like maybe like cocking out like what the hell?
I turn around. Look what you two have done.
Us two, you all approached us.
Yeah, but now we're arguing. It's your fault.
Well, good. That's what you get for eavesdropping.
He's
That's what
got
you
there.
get for talking so loudly about your lady friend.
I'm sure your lady is pleasant. Just, we needed to come down here to check out the area. Do you have contact with the Viceroy, or is that something we're going to have to do ourselves?
From here, no. We'd have to send a runner into town. Our sergeant's here, but yeah, without explicit written permission from a viceroy or anybody of rank up to the queen, we can't let you in. Citizen,
Alright.
civilian, or
That's
Oh, I know.
Captain
the
Mask, do you think
she's
you
nice
can
lady.
use your sheer charisma to talk to their commander, their sergeant, whatever it is?
I was until I was very rudely interrupted, commenting on the man's
That
lady.
was your charisma?
Did I not get them to all lower their weapons?
No, we did.
I did. No.
You're a very sassy man.
Yeah. And by sassy,
I'm
she means
charismatic, as some would
dumb.
say.
No.
Oh
No.
yeah. Prove me wrong.
Or maybe our
You're wrong.
ONE
Got 'em.
can speak with
You're
their
wrong.
higher up so that we can get access.
Yeah. Can I just talk to like your higher up?
I'm sorry.
We'll explain.
You're what?
Have you heard of the ONE Alex Burton?
Hello.
Oh God.
As they finally look over to the artificer and notice that he's wearing the ONE rank, and you see them immediately go back to shoulder arms and cut salutes. They go, "Oh, apologies, sir. We didn't see you standing there, sir."
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, how does this affect the situation?
Don't let it happen again.
Oh,
Let me
that's right.
whip my dick out and see what I can.
You know the one.
So, what to do now?
Use your
Get
words,
fucking
word
body
man.
of
You see them kind of like wait, still holding the salute, but like eye each other nervously and awkwardly.
They're fine.
I return the customary salute to them so that they chill the fuck out.
Cool. They go back down to order arms.
I jork my peanuts.
Fantastic. So,
That'll show
Captain, what is our intent over here?
him.
Other than a pleasant stroll this evening.
Oh my god.
You
You know.
see them all, both these guards, cock an eyebrow now, and
If I
the one kind of reaches out towards you, Alex, and says, "Sir, are you being coerced?"
Yes.
Worst.
Say yes. If I could drown myself in this lake, I would, but I can't.
He's absolutely coercing me. You should just arrest this ONE immediately.
You guys are all terrible.
No,
Classic.
we're all friends. We're all friends.
Oh, yes, that's right. We're all friends here. Just out for a lovely evening stroll.
The more undisciplined one steps forward, takes the lantern off the one hook, and kind of leans closer in to inspect your little badge. And then he looks up at you and like gives you kind of a micro expression of like, are you sure you're okay?
Blink twice if it's
Yes,
against your
I'm
will.
perfectly fine.
Alex, didn't you want to see inside of this building?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Guys, I'm running back and forth to the kitchen trying to make dinner, so I missed part of the conversation.
You
I
absolute
whispered it to
bastard,
you.
man.
Saw that. Thank you for the assist, my friend. Snap back to reality. Alex is here with my rank. Yes, we would like to look inside of this building.
The manor grounds is open, sir. You'll find the back door open. I
Yeah.
believe our captain is probably in there playing cards with a couple of the other guards from the last shift, but
Fantastic and wonderful. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
Say service. Say thank you for your service.
Thank you
God.
for your service. Do they take psychic damage?
Yeah,
I
not
take
yet.
psychic damage.
Not
Thank you
good
for
enough.
your ankles.
They're not good enough at their job to be upset by that yet.
Now, about this tea waitress. Where were we?
Our captain wants spill the tea. What's up,
He
bitch?
wants
Spill the
gossip.
tea, Lee.
Yeah.
I'm living vicariously
I'm grabbing a
through these
soda.
guards.
I'll be back. Exposit.
You're an exposit.
All right, so you guys leave the entrance to the Undercroft and head up to the manor.
As I walk away, I'm gonna go. I'm not forgetting this conversation. We're coming back to this. I'm what they call a matchmaker in some places.
No.
They don't know that.
Do not believe anyone has.
No one has called me that, but
Persuasion
they
check.
don't know it. Oh yeah.
Persuasion check.
No.
Make sure it's not.
I hope he nats it. Nat 20. Come on. Oh my god.
I'm
Almost.
a big man.
Yeah, very persuasive. Look at that charisma.
He's a +9.
I guess I'd hear you out, sir.
Darn right. I'll be back. Yeah, we're gonna get you this nice ankled lady. I tell you.
Call his girlfriend a harlot, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll listen to you."
Nothing attracts the ladies like a solid degeneracy, you know?
I would disagree with that.
Well, you're not of this world, so get out of here.
Nope. Approaching the back of the mansion, you come in through the conservatory entrance. Sure enough, you see oil lantern light from inside as you find two other soldiers and what looks like a more higher rank soldier sitting around crate on three-legged stools playing a game of cards. As you knock on the door, they think you're just one of the other two, and you hear, "Come on in, what seems to be the problem, Harris? Are you cold again? You need another blanket?" And as you all start to poke inside, and they're at first, they go to grab weapons, but then as Alex steps through and his O&E badge glints out the lantern light, you see them kind of relax and just kind of stand up, and all three of them cut salutes to Alex.
Ooh.
Good
Evening,
gents.
O&E. Sir, we didn't know you were visiting. How can we be of service to you, sir?
Oh, good evening. How are you? Just wanted to look around the manor. So, don't worry about us. Let us not bother you. I'm simply taking a stroll for the sake of curiosity.
Is there anything that you are looking for, sir? It was emptied out, and it was cleansed by the clerics many months ago, so you'll just find empty rooms with some of the larger furniture covered in tapestries and sheets. But other than that, this manor is pretty empty, so is anything that we can help you find?
No, I don't think so. Something that would be a little bit more difficult to see. But I am here with my friends who are talented in many magics, and we would like to look around. That's all.
Very well, sir. The manor and the grounds are yours, of course. Again, if you need any assistance, by all means, please let me know.
Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
He gives you a nod.
And so we continue.
Yeah, I gotta give you guys Miguel and Winston.
Not gonna head down to that basement, son.
Let's get
Okay. So where would you like to go now?
That basement.
Yes.
There are no stairs.
I'm also looking at just a black screen. I don't know if you need to change my token.
There's two Alexes on the board, not a slate.
He's been erased.
My dream.
They have the same hair.
I just want to be Thanos snapped out of existence.
How dare you? This is a slightly different haircut.
Until it's not.
Can you see now?
Thank you.
Crabs. Can you see, Mr. Crimbus?
So you guys stand in the back room of a conservatory. There's just the one crate, stools that they're standing on, the lantern on their thing. You see a door to the south and a door to the west.
Well, which way now,
Just,
Mr. Owenny?
the guy, the main guy, to go basement and like points either the door.
If you're talking about the undercroft, sir, it's not accessible by the manor. You'd have to go out. I can come with you and let the guards let you in.
No, I think we'll be all right with Big Shot over here.
You don't call me that, man. It's kind of embarrassing.
I'm gonna call him
Well,
Big Shot from now on.
I got punched by a cat in arena, so I don't want to hear it.
That's fair.
Someone say you got bapped.
If
I'm
Harris
with
and
you.
Krog will give you a hard time,
Yeah.
if Harris and Krog will give you a hard time and don't believe the Oni badge, just send one of them up to me. I'll straighten them out.
Will do.
Don't you worry, we've got it under control. They're very
Yeah.
interesting individuals.
Oh my Lanta.
Did you know about the one harlot? Hmm?
Oh my god.
There you go.
Have you heard that man's in love with a harlot?
I'm in love with a harlot.
Fantastic.
She brews and she steeps and she teas for me.
Oh.
She brews tea for you? That's very nice.
She works at the tea shop.
Like they say, 37 dicks, but not everyone brews you a cup of tea.
That's true.
Oh.
What?
You have a point.
Yep. So we
The
go to the Undercroft.
Wise words. Anyway.
you guys never seen Clerks?
You think I've seen Clerks? Yeah, I've seen Clerks.
I've seen Clerks.
That's
You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't
do
seen that
recall
in
the
a long
scene.
time. Don't remember.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Right, so we head for the Undercroft.
All right, so you approach the two guards again at the entrance of the Undercroft, and they kind of stand to again. And they notice you all, and they're out stiff. Welcome back. How can we help you, gentlemen, ma'am?
We were directed to you for
Basement.
entry into the Undercroft.
Chop.
They both kind of give nods and very well. They stand aside of the door and give you free entrance into the Undercroft.
Yay!
Fantastic, and thank you.
Let's noodle these men.
No.
Maybe whatever that phrasing is supposed to mean should not happen.
I'm gonna agree with Prim.
You guys are the worst.
Back through the Undercroft.
What the fuck?
Around
Oh, we made it.
the semi-excavated ruins that was unburied, and this very cramped underground ritual chamber that was discovered, you bring Miguel and Winston to the backmost room that holds a teleporting device.
Perfect. Goodbye, Mr. Mindman.
For everybody who forgot.
Oh god, this thing. I spin the dial. No, just kidding.
Miguel, does any of this at all look familiar to you?
Oh god, that's
Miguel walks up and inspects the dial, and he just kind of like traces some of the lines to some of the circles, to some of the spiral arts and the other geometries on here. And he considers it for a moment. He goes, "This is like a map.
the
Map
fuck
of
am I looking at?
other planes."
What
yes.
the hell?
As Winston like admires like the room and like looks around it, looks at this like conclaved indentation and the little fine spindly pedestal that's holding up this emerald in this impossible setting.
So we used this to go to different planes of existence. Had no idea how to navigate it. However, if you do know how to navigate it, we have some other friends trying to get home to their plane of existence. And really help a lot of people out, getting a lot of wayward folks home.
Miguel looks to you and looks to it and says, "How do you begin to activate it? Do I just push on one of the geometries I think is my plane?"
I show him how to spin it, like I did before, and then push it in to activate it.
Right.
Pop it.
So, pushing it, the tablet floats out away from the statue's hands. The noise is heard within the walls. The emerald at the middle of this disc and the emerald in the beginning of the room begin to blink. As you show them that it rotates either way, and every time it rotates, the noise around the room like reverberates louder until it comes to a more of a regular hum that it is when it's on. And when you tell them like when you have it set, you just push it. And you mentioned that like everything in this room would be transported at once, pretty much to the teleporter on whatever plane that it dials to.
Right. I tell him about the Ashen Plane. Tell him about the terrifying experience I had with the Elder Beast, Eldritch Horror, whatever the hell that was. And it's pretty much the extent of our experience with it because we don't know how to navigate it.
When you mentioned the Eldritch Horror that you dealt with, Winston looks over to you and says, "You met the Watcher at the gate?"
Oh yeah.
Would that do anything for me considering I went deep diving into its mind and coupled with it?
Coupled with it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got real close.
You got fucking Heartless the
Mental
tea shop.
coitus.
That's
Man
way more than
coupling
ankle.
with elder gods.
Coupling with their ankles.
The man showing his brain ankles.
Oh god.
I let my shoulders be
His
bare.
brankles.
His brankles.
Not his
They're like
brankles.
ankles, but up top.
A fat upper brain area.
Oh my god, so
Fupa.
hot.
Fupa.
Look at that forehead. All the knowledge in there.
A beforehead, forehead, and afterhead. All of it. What are we talking about?
Weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. Alright, but yeah, does him mind melding? Does that count? Does that help?
So you were touched by an eldritch god that exists outside of all of existence.
When you put it like that, it sounds all ominous.
Does that have like scarring effects, or should
Asking for a friend.
we be concerned?
I mean, Winston looks at you hearing your question, and he kind of like motions to Alex. I'm like, did he seem any different after the experience?
He's been mentioning that he can see squigglies around sometimes.
I mean, he's always been kind of out there. He's a hard fellow to read.
Is it? And he looks back. Hearing this from Primrose, he looks at you, Alex. He goes, "Is it getting worse?"
It's so bad it's killed him.
So in which
Alex?
case, Winston would ask the rest of the group, like, is he talking in his sleep?
I don't know. I'm
Alright.
generally asleep when he's asleep.
My
Yeah,
mic
true.
is muted. Sorry, guys.
Uh,
I have an
It's-
inline mute on my microphone, and I didn't realize that until now.
Has it
So
been
So yeah,
getting
when he
worse?
looked at you, he asked us if the condition is getting worse.
No, no. I was given a gift of knowledge, and I've been able to utilize that with no, repercussions. There's some weird stuff. I can see some extra dimensional squigglies coming off of people's bodies, and almost like there's a layer, like a filter, like I can see two layers of existence at the same time. Those little squigglies. But
I assure you, sir, that the stories I've heard of the eldritch being gods that exist out in the blind eternities, especially he who watches the gate, that any interluding copulation contact with is to be treated with the utmost careful, as most minds that draw themselves to this occult eventually descend into madness and cause chaos on whatever plane they are. That's
So-
why a warning sign I will give to you and your friends, as he like looks to all of you with like raised eyebrows. He goes, if he starts mentioning this being's name in his sleep and starts acting more strangely or starts speaking
Yeah,
that
we'll
he
kill
needs
him.
to open something to something, I would. Then hearing Birchstrom say that, he points and says, "I don't jest. This is true.
Oh, I'm nodding
Your
my head
friend will
too.
be
I'm like, yeah,
lost."
yeah, that's the logical thing to do. I mean, if I can't control myself, then I'm not even myself anymore, and I should be put down. That's it's kind of just
We're gonna let
common
this guy
logic.
live if he goes all loopy? No, we'll kill the shit out of him.
It's a miracle they haven't killed me yet. I'm
We've
a
thought
pretty.
about it.
Oh, he's like my little brother.
Oh yeah, we have a good bond.
Yeah,
And-
but then.
I don't
but,
think I could kill him.
Yes, you could.
Come on.
That's quitter talk.
Moonbeam. That's all I request from you, Primrose. I want to go out in the moonbeam.
I got a gun.
I'll remember that.
And the gun. Can you cast the moonbeam horizontally out of his gun and make it just be, like
A real gun?
use positive reinforcement when you do it too.
I can guarantee you that it'll be lead flavored.
Oof.
Lead
Fantastic.
flavored moonbeam.
Great mouthfeel.
Terrorist flavor.
So yeah,
What it feels like to chew 5 gum.
we encountered
Ice knife.
being here, and it was trapped, and we assisted it in leaving this plane, and it gave us a gift and departed. I haven't had any contact with it or desire to contact it since then. Are there signs that I should be looking for? I mean, deepening madness or jitters or I don't know,
A maddening deepness.
maddening deepness.
That's the one.
Any innate feeling that you are done with your mortal coil and you are inviting it upon yourself or back to this plane.
Oh, I'm gonna feel that because I have no desire to get rid of my mortal coil. Because then, how am I going to do research?
Yeah, how's he gonna?
Immortally.
Ooh,
He's lich. Get him.
I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Hi, Dev.
ooh,
Hand on head, he's lich.
lichdom. A spark of excitement flashes.
He lets
across
go of
Alex's
his
eyes.
mortality. He gets immortality, right?
I
That's how it
can
works.
just research forever.
Partial
Winston
mortality.
points to your metal hand and he says, "That condition, if it was to take more of your body over, and your mind would be separate from your soul, you would become more susceptible to the Eldritch."
So funny you say that because have you ever heard of the term called foreshadowing?
Hmm.
I don't like where this is going.
I have
I-
been presented with the fantastic opportunity to shed my mortal body.
I've changed my mind. I'll moonbeam him right now.
Yeah.
But the scientist who created this hand has given me the opportunity, and I am currently on a quest to collect the adamantine required for this transmogrification into a metal man. Would that make me more
You would
susceptible to it?
You would be inviting pure madness.
Pure
Nothing
badness or
new.
pure madness?
Yogg Saron, baby.
Madness.
Yes, blah, blah, blah.
Ugh.
If Yog Sothoth ever chose, he would just take your mind as you would be unshackled from your soul,
Right.
and then you would be his agent in this world. Especially if one of his kin desired this world, you would spell doom for everybody here.
You know, if the world is gonna end, it should be at the hands of this guy.
Wait, but
Thank you.
Yagi,
I appreciate the
Yagi
vote of
really just
confidence.
wanted to leave.
Yeah, but that's now he's home and he's safe and he's comfortable and he's been plotting.
He seems
I don't
so
presume
uncomfortable.
to know the minds of these eldritch beings that live out in a realm that none of us could survive in for a mere second.
Mm.
But if anything were to change, it would be nothing. It would be no effort for him to take over you, supplant this portal or another portal or a ritual to pull himself in, or say one of his kin gods.
So even though Yagi's were on good terms with him, one of his kin could say, "Ah, hey, you left the window unlocked. I'm gonna creep in there and do my thing."
Yes.
Fuck.
Sad.
Clutch.
I know of a world that was targeted by them. The ensuing battle scarred the planet for eons to come. And there's a lingering madness to the folks. It has all been almost bred out of existence last I knew, and this was obviously thousands of years of this world's time ago. But if you do value your lives and the lives of this plane, please do the utmost care to ensure that none of that madness seeps into this realm.
I'll consider it.
As you say that, Miguel spins it and says, I think I have this figured out.
Hey, perfect.
We knew you was a smart man.
Oh,
He
somebody here had to be.
rotates the dial about 173 degrees, and then he looks back and sees like Alex and V1 is in the room, and kind of like I don't know what the time difference is between my world and this world, nor do I know where this portal room would open up, but surely you would not want to make the travel with me, or do you?
I should still. Question for the DM. I still remember the symbol for our world, right? Because I got us there and back.
Yeah. You recalled where it was sitting when you first moved it, and then when you were all trapped on that other plane, you correctly put it back. So yes, you can recall which one is to call to this world.
So I tell him, I don't mind taking the trip. I know how to get home.
I think he's suggesting that it might be dangerous to you and that you should back the heck out of there.
All right, fine, sis.
I can go.
Miguel, before
I'm
you...
sure. I'm just saying I don't know what to find on the other side because of time dilation.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, I go through and my world is erased and it's ruined, and I essentially would just come back.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna give him one of my
Good berries.
sprigs and say, hey, just in case you don't want to come back and you're happy to stay there, this is to remember us by.
Just in case you get hungry.
No.
He takes it and he looks at it, and he looks at you and says, Druid of the circle I yet know, please ensure that the next animals you see are protected to your best utmost ability. All life is sacred, all life is precious, and it deserves its own freedom to make its own choices and live out its life as naturally as possible. And that being said, the law of nature does stand. Meat eaters eat meat, plant eaters eat plant, meat eaters eat plant eaters is fine. But know that civilization is a curse on the animal kingdom. Do you accept that?
I accept.
Thank you for giving me this visit, thank you for giving me passage off of Dwaklan Island. I can only guess that my magic that permeated that island would eventually erode in the years to come, and hopefully that domain will become safe for those to travel again without nightmares. Again, it wasn't my intention. As he gives you all one last nod, he pushes the tablet back in. The reverberating noise around the room grows louder. The green emeralds glow to a bright light. A fine line is connected to the two of them. It suddenly a plane of green light fills the room, goes up and down to create a bright green sphere, and he suddenly disappears as the green sphere envelopes itself back into the green line, back into the emeralds. The laser line disconnects. The churning sound in the walls drones down to a nice low hum till nothing, and the light dims out as minutes go by and nothing happens.
Hell yeah.
Do you think he's okay?
We can.
Well, here's hoping.
We have no idea. Let's go get some snacks.
Winston crosses over and inspects where Miguel landed the disc. Winston inspects it, and again, looks back at the pedestal and looks around this room, and he goes, "Wow, I didn't think this was a power that was able to be harnessed by arcane technologies. This is kind of quite amazing, seeing as I lost my own ability."
Oh yeah, we've come a long way, I believe.
And then you see him like think, and he looks back to you five, and he goes, "Wait, did you say you have other friends looking to get home? Like, are there others on this plane, not from here,
Yeah.
trapped, like
Yep.
me and Miguel was?"
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's a merry band of 3 wild gentlemen who are stuck in a pub asking for tuning forks, but apparently they don't know the frequency of their home plane of existence. And I don't really want to go through trial and error with this thing. But yeah, there's other people. This is a weird place to be. Kind of just a culmination, a melting pot, if you will.
What weirds me out, and just hear me out here.
No.
You, thank you. You were touched by an eldritch god that knew of this portal, and if I'm just judging here by disc and these maths, essentially there's over 100 different locations this place can bring us. Who made this, and who made the other hundreds of these?
That is quite possibly the most terrifying question we have yet to even think about answering, because this seems almost like an omnipotent travel capability that
I
from
mean,
here
I would
links all of these
consider he's
planes.
the creator, right? Like, or you know the creator, wouldn't you know?
Yeah.
He shakes his head. He starts shaking his head. And he goes, "No, no. Giacomo wouldn't have built this. This is built from someplace else.
Is this a perversion on
The
Giacomo's creation?
academy." What was the question?
Is this a perversion on Giacomo's creation?
No, he shakes his head. He goes, "No, no, no, not a perversion. No, allow me. The academy. The academy. I met Giacomo and Elena and Squall at. The academy was for us types, us world hoppers. It was an academy to teach us about this innate ability. It showed about the ability to change planes and top worlds and change locations innately by ourselves. It was to teach us, prepare us, understand few concepts about going from world to world, and to do it with the utmost care and yet use our best judgment and morals. But this, as he motions to the room and then the teleporter and the dial, and he goes, "This is somebody building the ability to do it for themselves. And this obviously has accessed many worlds. And from what I understand, they're all linked. So that means, as he motioned the disc, the number of worlds reached by this, they're all connected by the same technology, which means somebody figured out how to do this with arcane magics versus the innate ability that myself, Giacomo, Elena have. Well, that I had. It's scary. We theorize the threat of multidimensional threats. I could only surmise that if this fell into the wrong hands, surely all these connected planes, as he motions all around the disk, would be under the same threat."
That's what I was thinking.
He wasn't.
As it
Definitely
suddenly dawns on him too, he kind of holds his head and he goes, "I didn't even think about the mirror planes."
the what now?
The where?
Oh,
Winston says, "Sorry, I'm thinking back to
Hi,
my academy
Vista.
days. Every world, every material world, like what you all are on now, as much as this is a supposed small portion of the water plane submerged off, it now exists materially for you all. Thus, it's a material called plane. Every material plane has a mirrored copy above and below it, a, a Fey realm and a Shadow realm. The Fey realms also factor into a large splintered Fey wilds, and that place is just pure utter chaos as well. So if this device can connect over potentially 200, 300, I can't even do the math on this disk, worlds, then these 300 worlds and their mirror dimensions also would be sort of linked. Oh, he's starting to hold his head as if the sheer what this means is starting to become more uncomprehensive to him, who used to have the innate ability to world hop.
Sounds bad.
Neat.
Negative.
That's real heavy. Oof.
Welcome, Vista. You've come during a
don't
large
like where we're
lore
going with
dump,
this.
I guess. So, enjoy.
He turns
Seems
back
like a
to you
lot.
all, and trying to piece things together. He puts a hand on Alex. He goes, "Before you go mad," he points to your badge. He goes, "You need to use that to these good people, and have them put more guards here, and have them record that this is a place that must be kept under the most strictest surveillance, and perhaps bring in your own mages to put in wards and alarms and trips, because the threat could come through this portal that this realm is not going to be ready for. That is my worry."
We just blew it up.
Mhm.
Right. So what
If
you're
you
saying
can,
is,
what happens if somebody who tries to travel to this plane when this is no longer existing?
Fuck 'em. I don't know. What would happen? I don't.
Without
There's
seeing
other
the
ways
rest
to
of
hop planes, I assume.
He nods. He goes, There are some dangerous ways. There are some ways to copy an arcane equation and produce the effect yourself."
We'll
He even
figure it
says
out.
there's ways to fall into the Feywild.
No, let's not do that.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I know it'll be fine, but all right.
As he
Whatever,
joins you all
Dodger.
back in the hallway, he says, "Well, sorry. I'm hoping that everything that I uncover for you is not giving you all existential crises, right?"
Oh no.
ha!
Bit late for
I
that.
just got hit with 2 of them today.
Yeah, that ship done sailed.
Well, I know I've asked you to come to this island because in the interior, there is something that I know Giacomo built, and it will be our way to call him here and perhaps help you all with dealing with Elena, and perhaps Giacomo can get me back home.
Giacomo.
Or he looks back at the room and says, "Or you can figure out which one of those is my home, and I'll just take this back."
We thought you would know.
He shakes his head and he goes, "I unfortunately did not study enough in that course.
Didn't know where you're.
Transplanar travel equations, it's all abyssal to me."
Oh, I
I
know
speak abyssal.
Yeah.
He laughs. He laughs. He goes, I was being facetious. It was a joke."
Oh, okay. 'Cause, I mean, shit, man. If you knew how to translate that, we could real weird round robin stuff and finally map this thing.
I
Maybe
do
we could do
regret
that, Paul.
asking how Miguel sussed out that he figured out which one of his plans was, but alas, I was here to call Giacomo. He does need to know that Elena is here and up to no good.
All right. Well, we'll tell Giacomo.
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
Should we start our travels now? It's late. Should we go by daylight?
Yeah, that's probably also.
Yeah, I have a question. Have we received, and not to put a damper on anything, have we received the ransom note yet for my uncle?
Nah.
Nope.
Okay.
He's dead.
So no demands, right?
That's
No demands.
No promises. No demands.
Okay. Yeah, let's sleep in this weird, creepy undercroft.
Is that a shoe?
Nope. Not doing it.
We can head back to town, I'm sure, and get a nice tavern.
Or maybe somewhere in the manor protected by people.
That's
There's
true.
nothing in there.
He said larger
They
pieces
cleaned
of
it
furniture.
out.
Beds are large.
I mean,
That's
we can
fine.
go to a place to sleep. That shouldn't
We
be
also
too-
have we have the tents, we have the pop-up tent and the bedrolls, and we have all that stuff.
But we camp when we have to. We can literally pay for a nice place.
Yeah, it's starting to snow.
I'm cold-blooded.
Okay, you know what? That's the most reasonable argument. I don't believe you, but it's a good argument.
Well, I know it's a good argument. That's why I lied.
Tally ho! To town we go.
Probably late now.
Yeah, my eyes. I am.
It is.
Late.
By the time you get back to the city gates, the snow is let up, the clouds are letting up, And you can see the orange morning sky start to creep up on the horizon as you make the city gates.
Oh, thank fuck. I'm going straight to bed.
Yeah,
Yep,
quality
hop
4-hour
Yep.
trance, please.
Bedtime for me. Unless I notice someone that I don't believe in.
I tell Cat to watch me while I sleep. And if I talk in my sleep, let me know tomorrow.
Does he have like a recording ability?
Yeah, I was like, what if you just
I
talk
was-
in your sleep?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. That may be something that we have to do. We have to try to figure out a way to do that.
I mean, if
You're the
anybody
guy.
can do it, you are the guy.
Yeah, I'm also very tired.
Go sleep.
You get some of your best ideas when you're
Out of it.
EP.
Yes, struggling with the
Eepy.
Existence that I have, ultra-dimensional threats, and the possession of my body at the cost of my ability to.
All I am hearing is complaints.
Yeah, all I hear is.
Good night.
Good night.
Hear a lot of wham.
What kind of inns are you guys staying at? Squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy?
You know we're fucking rich.
Wealthy.
I want to go to a modest one, but I'll go with the rest of the group.
I'll stay at a whatever one. I don't really care.
I'm going to wealthy.
Wealthy.
I heard two
No,
wealthies,
Maybe,
so
maybe not.
All right, following that.
2 gold for the room.
Good
Two gold, got
lord.
it.
Does it sleep?
No con save, because these root walls and windows are built that once the whole town wakes up, nobody needs to make a con save to see if they stay asleep. As you all get essentially 8, 9, 10 hours of sleep and start all rousing late afternoon.
I feel like I'm gonna get robbed.
You're in a wealthy establishment. You're like, you all get a separate room. You get a nice lockbox. Good linen. Good pillow. 4-poster bed.
Very bougie.
Before I head down for breakfast, I ask Cat if I talked in my sleep.
Dinner.
Dinner.
So when you wake up and you ask your steel defender if you did anything weird, it fucking points to your bag. And as you start playing the game of like, what about the bag? And you notice that you have like all your stuff in it. You pull something out, it points to your bag. It's not it. You pull something else out, it points back at the bag. When eventually you pull out your woodworking tools, it puts its nose on your tools and then points to the wooden furniture. And you notice that on the floor there is some dust, like sawdust, like as if sanding. And you take a look at your hand sander, your little like mitt sander, and you put it together that you in your sleep would get up and sand every wooden surface in this room to give it a finer grit finish.
Oh, so
That's not weird at all. Like, I just have standards.
that's just your thing. Yeah,
Huh.
Yeah,
What?
that's.
I get it.
Ah, what poor grit I'm sleeping on. I mean,
I paid 2 gold for this room, and you're going to give me this mishmashed finished furniture.
huh.
Also, I'm slightly terrified, but I tell no one.
It's the first time you kind of noticed it, that you now notice your hand sanders that are 100 your 1200 grit and up are actually more worn down than the rest of them, as if you've been doing this everywhere and you just now noticed.
Oh my god, you've been polishing knobs in your sleep.
I
I know, okay.
all of the knobs.
It's not talking,
Mirror
at least.
To a mirror finish.
I just wanted to hear VC go. But yeah, you're knob polisher now. That's your name.
Hey, again, terrifying news. I
Yeah.
will keep that to myself.
Now we know what O&E stands for. One knob eaten.
Oh gosh.
Alright, I head downstairs for dinner.
As you all begin to head downstairs one by one and start to order a nice meal, and this is a wealthy meal. Like, this is gonna get you like a nice pastry, meat, noodles, complimentary tea. The innkeeper even offers to give you a wine or ale pairing with the protein that you order. But once you all arrive, the innkeeper goes, "Oh, The order of postal came by. Some of you have mail.
Which ones?
Some of us have mail.
She
assuming
goes.
not.
She goes 1 second, love, and she heads back to the bar. And she comes forward. She goes, "I have one for a Woodfin and one for a Burton."
All right. Well, I
I am the Burton.
I'm the other one. Yes. What horrid thing am I about to read?
What horrible handout.
Yep. Let's take a look. It hasn't popped up. Oh boy, here
Oh.
it is.
Ah! I was supposed to fully whisper to you.
If I can delete it.
Delete it.
Nobody look.
Let me be blind.
No one's looking, Rob.
Nobody's looking. I flipped.
I'm not looking 2 inches from my screen to read this.
No, I'm not gonna try to edit it where you can't
George
see it.
W.
It's
Burton.
on stream.
Jesus Christ,
It's
Rob.
gonna be the same for Adam there. They'll see that it starts to whisper, so they can at least tell where each other's letters.
Your
start and
grandfather,
end.
George H. Burton, by any chance?
Halliburton.
Oh,
You know the one.
the fishy guy.
Yeah. Hit me, Fishman.
As she gives these 2 letters out to the other guys, you guys are finishing your foods up. She looks over at Mask, Prim, and Slate, and is like, "Yeah, I know your loves came in, late, early morning, but." She juts her chin out towards the door. She goes, "The first day of the end of winter market is going on. It'd be a good idea. You could probably still catch the end festivities of the first day. This is when the shopkeepers usually have sales on for civilians, citizens, and people not of the Empire. Just thought you might want to know if you want to go check out the market, loves."
You.
You know they do.
We're on a timetable, but there's always time for a sale.
There's always time for a sale.
All right, shopping montage.
Oh, God. Oh, hey, shit. Maybe you can stock up on your potions, Gap. That you run through so many, this might be the perfect opportunity for that.
Yeah, he does yell heal a lot now.
Heal.
I mean, if we're doing this and we're gonna speed run the shopping episode, I would look for like a phonograph or some kind of a recorder, something of that sort.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Oh god, I have to pull the captain off for over to the side for a moment. A sidebar.
If you will.
I don't know what that
Yes.
means, but I'm in.
A dad huddle.
Yeah,
A struggle?
that's one. Can we stop by Clogrenna and pick something up for my dad?
If you'd like, yeah. How close is it?
How close is Clogrenna?
Yeah.
I'm not the map man. Do I look like the map man?
He's
Kinda.
not here.
I'm
No.
right here.
Also, probably.
He's right there. He's map man. But yeah, my mom and dad are in a bit of a pinch, and they're running out of money. But if we help them move some goods, it'll help my family out a lot. So if we can, it'd be pretty cash money if you did. But only if you wanted to.
F
Yeah,
the
we can do
fish
that.
people,
Alright,
Verkman, no.
thank
Well,
you.
if they're in a pickle, we all love pickles, so.
They are in a pickle. But
Well,
we
let's
have
go
to make
Speaking of pickles,
Let's go
we have to make
de-pickle
it-
the
We have
lads.
to make it there before the 20th.
Well, we'll do our best, yeah?
Yeah.
Remember, one of our members is being held hostage somewhere.
yeah, just bringing that back up.
Which one?
Dad's kind of pissed. Uncle Ben being held
Who?
hostage.
Kidnapped, you know.
Gotta rescue him.
Well, whose fucking fault is him getting held hostage?
Death cult.
Him.
Got him. Death cult.
It's Uncle Bean's fault.
Uncle
You
Bean.
guys like the guy.
Yeah,
We
we
do.
We do. We love
We
him.
do.
We don't like him that
This is
much.
how they
Suspicions
treat
about it.
people that we like.
Yeah, we like him. He's getting himself into situations that I don't
desire
like.
to find out what you said about me when I was gone.
Oh, we like your uncle way more.
Mm.
That's what
I
we
don't
said.
doubt that.
What the fuck?
No, we're just being silly goose.
He made us lots of money.
He's cares, man.
Slate!
Yeah.
As you've slunk away from the party to examine the wares of another tent, the
Lock.
pungent smell of seawater starts to assault your nostrils as two individuals
Mr.
approach you.
I'm like wet dog.
Sounds like up dog.
Oh,
Huh.
cool.
It's a princess.
I like one of these.
But
And
The sea
the other
elf,
one's a sea elf.
the
they both
sea elf
smell like fish.
comes up to you
Yeah.
in a respectable amount of distance, but looks at the one other shopper near you, and she leans in and she goes, I have a letter for you, faceless.
Ah! Well. Alright. I hold up my hand for it.
I'm to give you this letter. I'm
word of
to
mouth.
watch you read it in private. I'm to get your answer.
If I could read it right here,
I don't know.
I suppose if it's that important.
She hands you a parchment.
No pear trees?
So I fixed yours so that way it's completely whispered to you. So
Oh,
sorry
that-
that you don't get the
Oh
paragraphs.
wow.
Yeah.
Bad girl voice.
So as Alex is buying up his wax cylinders, you all notice that this big, crabby-looking sea creature has like come up behind Slate, and Slate is now talking to a sea elf.
I thought we had a sea elf.
Does he look like he likes it?
Wait.
You see him get handed a piece of paper that he has to break a seal on and read.
I got a sea elf friend.
Everybody's getting
Hello.
mail, man.
I'm a sea elf.
Yeah. My
quickly-
experience with mail is bills.
I quickly go and I grab parchment, I buy some parchment, and I write out a really heartwarming letter of encouragement, and I fold it up, put it in an envelope, and I deliver it to Primrose. You've got mail.
Just a picture
Oh.
of the cat that says, "Hang in
Did-
there."
Didn't want you to, yeah.
Just a
That's
picture of a
really
penis.
sweet.
Sketch of a kitten hanging from a branch, and it says "Hang in there."
Yep.
I
It's a penis.
really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, everybody else's mail is shit and very sad. I didn't want you to feel left out.
Well, I never get mail. This is nice. Thank you. I'm going to keep this with me.
Are you
forever.
crying?
I'm like,
Why?
my character doesn't have family to get mail from, Birch.
Same.
Well,
Not
want
the same.
my
You don't
mom
see
to
me
send you
bragging about it.
something? You want my mom to send you something? She likes you.
Truth.
I hope your mom's well.
She's not.
Uh-oh.
She's in a
This
pickle.
tracks. She likes pickles.
She is in the pickle.
Yes to both.
So who are those people over there with Slate?
I'm gonna crumple up and hand it back to her.
Oh, he looks angry.
She goes, I would know your answer now.
I have time.
You see her like reach back behind her cloak, not on the side where her
As the hands
Tabard
immediately
sword
go to
is?
two.
Ready to
yeah,
pull my
not
pickle.
the sword's on one side. Her hand goes on the other side, and she has you see that she's got a scroll case on the side of her belt, and she goes and she looks at you with like, an eye of like, your answer?
Later.
Fine, but I'm not happy about it.
He is definitely
I don't
angry.
care of your feelings on the matter. Do you need assistance?
No. And if you're gonna be snippy, you can go.
Well, if you're gonna
Make sure
be
they send
sassy,
someone with some manners next time.
Get 'em.
Snippy.
Get 'em.
My folks guard this side for you and your kind.
Guard this butthole. Got him.
Mm.
High five, buddy. Up top. Yes.
Yeah, I high five Birchstrom.
Yeah.
And I'll have you know, I consider this an actual honor to deliver a message to somebody who is faceless.
Well,
Can
you've
anybody
learned
read
something
lips?
today, haven't you?
Can anybody read lips?
Yeah.
I guess we both have.
No.
Mm.
Do we need
The-
to?
Very well.
Big creature behind her kind of starts to look kind of impatient and goes,
You cut out there.
the creature behind her is like starts to look impatient like a giant child and says in a voice, "Come on, I'm hungry."
Oh, that's yucky.
That's weird.
Mm.
I don't enjoy that sound.
He's hungry. Why you don't enjoy the hunginess?
She steps
Yes.
back and she gives you a nod.
Give her a small wave.
They start to leave the mark.
Father, I hunger.
I'd like to go find my last two pistols then.
Very well.
If they're still on this island, yeah.
Oh my god.
They're on the island, but they're in another city.
Damn it.
And the pistols you are looking for are not in this location.
Correct.
Let me double check my notes because I'm pretty sure it's not in foil. It's in ban.
I thought you said foil.
It's in ban with Heckler.
Hungry. Berkman, what the fuck?
I
No.
make a stop real quick.
I've been looking for cloaks, so I didn't even see these people talking with Sleep.
Oh no, I'm wrong. I'm looking at the notes on ban. They're not in ban. They're all the way on Liffey in Grove Island.
Well,
So we
can
ain't
go
gonna
get
be
those
there
when
for a
we
bit.
move things for my dad.
So you took
Your
my few money, uncle.
your deception pistol was built here in foil, but you already picked it up.
I have it on me, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you dropped the other one.
For all of them were deceived.
Pistol of deception.
Alright, I'll fucking have to remember that. I have to go look at the map real quick.
Yay! I will take your energy, thank you.
You guys don't have to wait on me for anything.
I mean, I'm done shopping. I know Prim
I'm-
was looking for a cloak.
Still looking for a brown fluffy cloak because it's
Well-
snowy and I'm cold. I get cold easy.
Are you looking for brown? They're mainly in hues of blue and accents of white. You can
Oh,
even the
okay, I'll
fur
do a
that
white
even
one,
the
sure.
fur-lined ones that you find, where you're like, this fur feels like brown bear. You think like they bleached it or dyed it.
I'm not a fan of that, but if they have it in white, sure, that'll blend in with the snow better.
They've got like a royal deep blue outer lined cloak with inner white fur cloak.
Nefarian. Okay, that'll be the closest I can get, sure. How much is that one?
With the discount, 4 gold.
Oh, okie dokie. Sold.
This is a
Sweet
very-
Crimp, is this a rich ass town or what?
It's a very fine cloak, and the material and the dye job was
No, they said
pretty
it
expensive.
feels like a brown bear fur on the inside.
He does
not
have some
sealskin.
sealskin though.
I don't want sealskin. No, I'm good with the brown bear one. Told you, yeah.
Okay, he sells it to you. You now have a cloak.
I'm warm again.
Out of the whole market, one of the most stranger things of all the shopkeepers, you guys do see a lizard actually talking to folks from behind one of his stalls, like taking gold and
Neat.
selling his wares. But like a full-on lizard that can only stand up to the height of a gnome.
Okay.
Like, it's not a humanoid-looking lizard. It's just
It's not a
lizard.
humanoid. It is a legit cold-blooded lizard that's got like a little vest on and arm braces, and he's tucking coins into a pouch. And if you watch him long enough, the pouch becomes heavy, and he pulls out a lockbox from underneath one of his stalls, and he throws it in there and pulls out an empty pouch, locks his lockbox.
I want to see what he's
I mean,
selling.
It's drawing a huge crowd because he is, in fact, a lizard.
What's he selling?
As you go over there, you see that he's selling different styles of games of chance, like dice games, but he's also got like dart sets, and he's like talking about how these darts can be used in blowguns and in the wilds, and they actually work, and they're fully balanced, and he made them himself.
That's a dope.
Man's very skilled.
Do you guys prefer games of chance or darts? I feel like I'd hurt myself or someone else if I played darts.
I don't think you'd hurt yourself. You
I mean-
might.
I'd
you
hurt
can-
other people.
There's a good chance. I mean, yeah. You guys want some darts?
We have shit to do. We have an uncle to rescue.
So you can't play a dart. All right. Yeah.
We've detoured so
we,
much.
We have to
yeah.
go see if we can meet Giacomo, and then we have to go save Uncle Ben, right?
And then also.
And
save
by
the
the 20th, if we can get to Clogrenna, that one, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
No.
My character doesn't know that, but I do.
Yes. I
Yeah, well-
explained it to the captain.
What kind of people have your parents gotten into trouble with? Sorry.
Because the port cities are getting closed off due to the war, so they can't trade as much. They're not getting as much work.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yes. Yes, it does. Well, anyway.
Where the fuck's Clogrenna?
North.
It's just a bit north.
Upside down Cuba.
Tone Island. Oh, I only see. I can't read the chicken scratch there. Oh no, I see it. Yeah, upside down Cuba. I'm looking at the wrong island. Okay. And where's Ben?
Where was Ben last seen?
I do not know.
Well,
The letter from my father didn't state where he was last seen, just that he had gone
The
silent.
message that you received oh so long ago
Mhm.
should have stated the southeast region.
Mm-hmm.
Around us.
Right. The final message he sent me was in
Southeast,
southeast
not
region.
southwest.
Oh. Well, if we take the long way around the southern islands and hit Clogrenna, then it's like almost a straight shot southeast.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I need to go southeast anyway, so.
Works for me.
Or we could split up.
No,
I'd
that's
rather not.
terrible fucking idea.
it never goes well.
It could this one time.
Tempting.
That tracks.
Quite tempting, Monsignor, but I'm going to have to respectfully decline on this one. You know how it is.
I don't. Please explain.
Well,
And-
some of us like to use our brains.
Alright,
Yucky.
well, trying to help you
if
out.
we go to try to rescue Ben, and maybe you can send some money through Fios to send to your parents instead.
I think it's more the job. My dad has a pending job. You know? So
What does he need?
he just needs a shipment moved from A to B. And
Oh.
on completion, like his ship just wasn't able to pick it up.
Ugh.
Well, tell you what.
What is it?
Can lend you my ship in the form of having the crew that mans it drive it to your dad.
It wouldn't be. No, we just have to meet a harbor master in the whatever place. What the name of the place?
Clogrenna?
They-
Glad to see you're paying attention.
I'm bad with the words and I mispronounce them. All right, that's it. But yeah, they're just gonna meet up with him, and then he will give them the cargo, and then they just move out.
Okay.
It comes off as relatively like easy, but I feel like there may be a catch. I don't know. Just
It's not that. I'm just worried about, like, time is the real factor.
I get it. I get it.
So I think the sooner we get our shit here and leave, the better.
For sure. For sure. Let us hastily make.
Because I'd like to help your dad.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Everyone found what they need.
Yeah.
Hopefully on sale.
Oh, big sales.
Found nothing, and I do not need nothings.
Yeah,
You don't need-
I'm not lacking.
You didn't
for
want any healing potions?
currently.
No. I have some.
Okay. What is this?
Don't get the fuck out of here.
Pretty. That's very pretty.
Journey to get the fuck out of Foil and journey into further Athlone Island. From the north side this time, not the south side.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, you know the one.
Crossing over the little land bridge from the small little inlet, islet, whatever you want to call this piece of land that is connected to Athlone Island, but that Port City of Foil is on. You find the winding goat trail, as suddenly the rest of the interior is as rocky as you remember it. Look, large sweeping valleys, giant mesas and plateaus. Winston says we got to make it to the interior. He says, I'll know the plateau when I see it that we need to get on top of. But we have to get all the way to the middle of this island.
I thought we were leaving this island.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we not following Winston? Are we doing something else?
I thought we were bringing Uncle Ben didn't die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no, we're
thought that
leaving.
was after we were supposed to bring
Yeah, I
Winston
thought we
to
were gonna
get Giacomo.
handle our shit here. Yeah.
That's the whole reason why we're like, oh yeah, we can go to Foil. It'll be convenient.
We're in Foil.
Yes.
So we're gonna put off both party members' stuff for Winston.
That
Right
was
now.
the original plan. Are we changing
Okay.
the plan? Because we can
Well,
absolutely
the plan
do
has
that.
changed. Things have come up.
Okay.
I think
This tracks.
it's
Captain,
either
where are we
we.
going?
The urgency of the letters and the
What's-
communication has changed the priorities.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're both relatively urgent.
Winston, can this wait?
If it can't, we get it.
Like a
Winston
couple
looks
of weeks?
to all and he says, again, I'm just trying to help you all out by bringing Giacomo in
Dying.
to warn him of Elena and help you all out. If you think Elena can be put on hold. She's worked this long in the shadows doing whatever. I don't exactly know her timeline. It's your world. It's up to you.
It's our world. You live here now
Hmm.
too.
Not for long if he can help it. Ooh.
He does want to leave.
He puts a hand to his chest and he goes, I understand y'all's, you have your own needs and you are a ship and you are a crew and you have to keep those around you safe and your livelihood is at stake. You got wrapped up in this business completely on your own and woke me up completely on your own as well, might I add. So I'm clearly just a passenger now.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't make me feel good about it.
No, no.
Now I feel bad about it.
Yep.
You're not supposed to feel good about it. You've woken this man up. Look at him. He's so tired.
All right. So, are we heading to Uncle Ben? Are we going to Clogrenna? Where are we going?
Oh,
We have to go around these islands, in between Athlone and Grove. So we may as well do it in the direction of Upside Down Cuba.
Yep.
I agree with Upside
well.
Down Cuba, man.
Let's do it.
I guess Elena will just have to wait, and we'll maybe suffer those consequences when we get there.
Inevitably.
Yep.
Miguel's not on this ship anymore.
I apologize. I have not updated the board.
God damn it.
Get out of here, Miguel. No one invited you.
No, we invited.
I said no one invited you.
No one important invited.
Got him.
G.
Birchstrom, when you back to the galley, you have fresh caught fish from.
Fishland.
I forgot his name.
Fishland.
Kato?
Cato, and the other comparable catching anglers on the boat on board.
Beautiful. I love
Making sail from Foil to Clogrenna.
Here I go again on my own.
Come on.
Except for the crew.
Double blind.
Fun stuff.
Eight days of travel into wintry winds against you as a winter storm breaks, even on the first of Crusser. But then after you guys get through it, spring arrives. On the second of Crusser, after the snowstorm breaks, on both separate ships, as you guys come into the view of Castillo Island and begin sailing up that southern shore to get to Clogrenna. On both crews, because of the mix that it is, you have Deergunnians and you have Cran, crew members of Origin, that both ask for permissions that they get a second ration of grog and perhaps some pastries to celebrate the coming of spring.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean I gotta make it?
On your vessel, you would absolutely have to make it, or your other cooks.
Make it.
Sounds okie dokie to me. I guess.
He's making grog, yeah?
The Deergunnian and Cran folks just, they Spring Festival, they like it. What can I say?
So it's their thing.
Now, how are you serving this grog, I should say?
From a big trough. The way
Hell
grog
yeah.
is supposed to be served. You dunk your drinky tank in and...
Yeah. They all pretty much have their own personal cups, so it's just one ladle, now it's two ladles.
Sounds good. We're on it, as they say. Alright, everyone enjoy the grub. Bye-bye. Enjoy your pastries. Enjoy your spicy chicken. Did everyone go quiet, or did my headset break?
Nope.
Is your
all
headset
good.
Just went quiet.
Go get a new one.
Okay.
Classic.
Yes.
So on the Masked Maiden, as the crew starts coming around for their grog rations, I need perhaps the only one left would be Primrose. Give me a perception check.
Oh no.
We'll see that I made it extra good.
Here's hoping. Not great.
At some point in time, as the crew's cycling through for their grog rations, everything's normal, everything's fine. And suddenly you begin to notice that every now and then, one of crew members, when they drink, their clothes are tinted slightly gray. You then see a couple of them, like, become moist, like, not completely drenched, but they, like, some start smacking their gums, and they're like, did we just go through, like, some sea spray? Like,
I'm gonna shuffle over to the captain.
you even see a couple of them, like, start being like, oh, wait, that was really weird. I felt like I was just slow there for a second.
Captain, can I talk to you?
Sure. What's going on?
Did you,
You put a Makamala in their
they
mimosa?
got a little, iced tea? You know, iced tea?
Somebody leans on
How
one of the
dare you.
cannons nearby that are pulled back, and suddenly the cannon fires off, and the guys are like,
Oh no.
That seems like some iced tea, Captain.
Started to hear battle drums from the Traveler's Shadow.
Boo.
Well, that's not fun.
I wouldn't waste my tea on something like this. This isn't a party.
I wasn't gonna partake, but now I'm getting my own cup.
Now that
Okay.
it's drugs.
No, I really liked the iced tea. It was fun.
person in front of you, when they take their
Good
sip
drugs.
before you get your next portion, Prim, they finally, like, suddenly they look up, and all the seagulls that are perched on the mast are like, Jesus, by the gods, those are loud.
Oh my god. Everyone's drugged again.
Prim, roll me a D8.
Yay!
I am not happy about this. I'm going on record. I'm big not happy.
Prim, your hair starts to stand up on end.
I burst into laughter. Is Winston on our boat or the other boat?
Winston's on the Masked Maiden.
I am going to get a cup and shuffle over him and be like, do you remember the iced tea?
I do.
I have a hunch that this might have some in it. Would you like some?
He looks down and goes, "You spiked the crew's grog?"
I didn't do any such thing, but looking at everybody else, it seems like someone did.
Won't the captain be mad?
I think it might have been the captain.
What? He would
I'm
endanger
not-
the lives of his own men?
Oh,
In
yes.
danger. This is like a dumb prank, and I totally imagine the captain would do this.
Is that why the cannon just went off?
Yes.
That was probably an electric shock, yeah.
He takes the cup, he looks down at it, he looks at you, and he goes, "What'd you get?"
I'm a little electric right now, I think.
You see him take a step back as he looks around one last time to see everybody partaking in the festivals. Where are you standing at this time, Captain?
By the grog?
He looks over at you. You clearly see this exchange. You clearly see Winston, like, looking at you, like, trying to, like, guess something.
I kind of tilt my head at him.
Prim, you just see Winston, like, have this shocked face, and he goes, "If this is what you all do during your spring festivals," he shrugs and bottoms up.
Yay!
This guy knows how to fucking party, am I right?
You see him finish. You give me another perception check, Prim.
Oh boy.
You definitely see his hair kind of wet, but not drenched. it kind of gets wet. You see his clothes kind of start sticking to him as if like he just suddenly became kind of sweaty, like he just stepped
Moist.
outside in Texas heat. And as he finishes his cup, he's like, "Oh man, that was salty."
It's a mix of grog, and I am going to like try not to look at him while he's looking like that.
It was all wet.
Mm-hmm.
His
I'm
homespun
clearly
tunic sticking to
blushing,
his
so I'm just gonna
testicles.
drink my drink, looking away.
I'm pissed.
I mean, by the time you're done serving, you by all means can get in line and have your
No,
own
I'm
cup.
mad. Someone fucked with my food.
Someone fucked with the grog.
I made it perfect the way it was.
It is perfect.
No, now it's perfect. So
fun now.
Which means so my food's not fun.
Yep.
Oh.
I like the iced tea. I don't know what to tell you. It's fun.
Fine. It's fine.
A few of the more vocal crew members who are obviously noticing that something's happening, and they do ask Birchstrom. They're like, "Hey, Chef Woodfin, is brown sugar okay? Grog, it's doing something."
Yeah, I know. I think someone.
Did Captain Slate take all our lime juice?
No.
Ooh,
I
got
don't
him.
know.
He
Someone-
would.
You don't know I didn't.
He would.
Someone fucked with my recipe, I think. I'm going down to the lower level. I'm going away.
Are the men like happy? Like, are they celebrating still?
Oh, absolutely, they're happy.
Wait till they figure out I stole all their lime juice.
How dare you? We'll get scurvy.
Well, you got oranges.
I don't think we will.
This was a good spring festival.
On the last day before sailing in the port, off in the distance to your guys' right, which would be further southeast off in the seas, not on the horizon you can see, but the sound is traveling across the ocean, and you can hear cannon fire.
Good.
Hmm.
I bet their chef is having fun.
The food was good.
As you pull in to the port city of Clogrenna, there's only one warship out a ways, signaling you all in. Pulling up in the port, obviously you were greeted by the harbor master, who asks the typical thing to seeing that you guys are privateers, that they need to inspect your holds and goods, and obviously, letting you know that any goods from Deergun will be confiscated.
Here, you.
What was that?
Got him.
So how dare they?
But yeah, the inspection is only if you're doing trade or, merchant business. In which case, they're just to inspect cargo and custom seals.
Birch,
Hey,
I'm
I
pretty
can-
sure that's what we're here for, right?
What?
Right? Isn't this
That's
the one for his family?
Yes, but that's their business.
No,
We're here to help.
yeah, I've included.
We're not trading anything yet.
No.
Not yet.
But if we will be, wouldn't that?
We don't know if we will be.
All right, I'm gonna go find the harbor guy.
Okay.
Tell him I got I'm picking up a shipment.
Harbor man.
Yeah, harbor man. It's for my dad.
Yeah, well, right behind you.
For the last name Woodfin. Perhaps you've heard of him.
You find the harbor master's office. You stand in queue for a while. There's two other elves in front of you. They're dealt with, Average wait time 6 minutes each customer. He finally gets to you and he goes, greetings, young man.
The average
Welcome
wait
to the
time,
store."
us, you fucker.
Yeah, I did. As Birchstrom queues up, the harbor master greets him and sees him, sees that he's an elf. He's like, "Greetings to you, young man. How can I be of assistance to you?"
I'm picking up a shipment for a man. The last name is Woodfin.
Oh, Woodfin. Yes, I do believe there is a shipment stored in one of the warehouses in the warehouse district. Let me see. Woodfin. I have 40 crates of doable goods, destination New Winfield. Good luck. To be contractually delivered by the crew of the Masked Maiden. He looks, is that you, sir? Are you the captain of the Masked Maiden?
Justin, that's you. Or
I
is it-
am
Talking to you.
Oh, I'm not. I'm on the Masked Maiden, but I am not. Like,
You an officer of substantial rank that could sign for the consignment?
yeah.
Very well. Boy, as he looks over at one of the other younger elven attendants, he goes, bring Mr. Woodfin here to the warehouse so he can collect the crates. And then, obviously, the warehouse dock workers will work with you to get them to your ship.
Outstanding. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Enjoy your blessed day.
You as well. Bye bye. What a nice guy.
The boy starts walking with you and to the warehouse district, hearing you're out. What a nice guy. And he's like, yeah, he's in a good mood today.
All right. That's nice. It's nice to be nice. That's what I always say.
No one says this.
I say this.
No, he always says that.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, I'm just glad his sons came back.
Oh, well. We have.
Yeah. When we got news that they went down in one of the recent battles, he was in a bad mood for quite a while. Then a refugee ship came into port and they were on board. And they weren't too bad, but they're pretty banged up.
I believe it, man. That's crazy. Oh, where's my shit?
Just this way, sir, as he's like leading you into the warehouse district.
Oh, outstanding. That's what I'm here for.
Brings you up to a warehouse, just one of the warehouses. He knocks on the wrap door. You see a bulky elf slide the thing open. Like, he heard the knock, so he's like, obviously he sees you, and he's like, He looks down, and he sees the little kid. He goes, "Hey, what's going on there, little shells?" And the boy points. He goes, "This is Officer Woodfin. He's here to collect the crates, the 40 tons of durable goods from the Woodfin Enterprises."
Yep.
Oh, he closes the thing. You hear like 3 locks unlock on the other side of the door, and he opens up this giant, I'm talking like 7-inch thick wooden iron banded door. And he goes, "Come on in, take a look at it, overview it. Let me know what ship we're gonna haul it down to. I'll start getting the wagon trains all ready."
Okay, it's going to the Masked Maiden.
Hi. He like kind of shields his eyes and like looks out into the port. And he goes, "Which vessel she be?"
That one. As I point
Ah.
to my ship.
Privateer. 5
Yes.
black stars on a white field. What do the stars mean? As he, brings you inside to take a look at the crates.
I don't know. I just work there, man.
Fair enough. You do much merchanting in your privateer life?
Yeah. Actually, we've done. Well, we started as spice traders, and then I will go into the absolute monologue that is our life with the monkey sex dungeon, and then the arcane horrors that we've seen, and I'm like, and that's basically how I've come to be here.
By the whims of the goddess Moonbow herself. You've been through awfully a lot.
Oh yes,
You'll be able to fill tomes.
Yes, Bimbo, yes, you like that.
It's
Fuck,
nice to
fuck.
be nice, huh?
He kind of looks at you now a little off-putting and he goes, "If you don't follow the pantheon, all you have to do is say so. You don't have to disrespect me like that."
No, I didn't know what you said. I mean, I don't
Please to
hear
be
very
nice.
good. I was just being nice.
The elven goddess of travel. The goddess
Oh.
Moonbow.
That's my bad. Yes, she's been very fortuitous and whatnot.
Right. Well, here you go. 40 tons of durable goods.
Thank
I'll
you.
go get the wagons ready.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
So in no time at all, you collect the 40 tons. You head down to the docks. They assemble and move a block of tackle to start loading the stuff onto the ships. As one of the guys comes forward on the Masked Maiden, one of the boatswains, and they're like, "Yeah, we only got 20 tons left on this ship." As he nods over at the Traveler's Shadow, is Captain Slate gonna take the other 20 tons?
Blake, can I put these boxes on your ship?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, what's in them?
durable goods.
Durable good.
You know the ones.
Rigibles.
The durable.
Mm.
It's better if you
Yeah.
don't ask questions.
Peas. Taste the penis. Got it.
Really taste the feed.
Yeah, if there's room, fucking make sure you let the customs guy know, or he'll be up my literal butt.
All right, then I will inform.
Get the
Yeah, the
palnets.
The Traveler's Shadow, with its 31 days of food and water, has 61 tons left.
Oh, we're traveling.
Masked
Shadow.
Maiden, which has 37 days of food and water, only has 20 tons of cargo left.
Oh yeah, I have a bigger ship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fucking get it in here. Is your dad even here?
No, he's not here.
Okay.
No, he just needed this to get moved. It's like cash on delivery kind of deal. COD is what the kids are calling it.
Okay.
You know the one.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Near the end of the day, both ships are loaded. Both have their 20 tons of durable cargo goods destined for New Winfield.
Good.
Oh,
Perfect.
don't hang on. That's right on the way.
Yeah. We can drop it off en route, as they say.
Oh, sweet. Huck it into the water with a balloon tied to it.
That's not what. No, please. My papa needs food.
Well, then we're fucking scooting out of here.
Yes.
Don't go fishing.
Out.
Let's scoot.
Let us scoot, my friends. Onward.
Less time in a crayon place,
Back on
the
board?
better.
Yes, unfortunately,
Back on board.
there's no time.
So, while that was going on, though, and that was packing up, I will tell you, I will tell Primrose, I will tell Shannon, that Cato constantly, every now and then, would look back at the island beyond the city walls of Clogrenna, and he'd kind of have like a forlorn, longing look, remembering his tribe.
Talk to me, Kato.
Well, now
what's
you've
up?
made me sad.
Got him.
Why would you do this to us?
Kato, do you want to go home?
I don't know. I wonder what they're up to.
It wouldn't hurt me if you want to go home.
It would. Don't
That's a
listen to
lie.
her.
That's a
That's
fucking
the biggest
lie.
lie
No.
of the
A
campaign.
mother's love goes beyond that. It doesn't matter where he goes, I will love him regardless, but as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
But you'd be happy
I don't know.
if he was with
What
you.
about our riches?
I'd like Judge to know she just perjured herself under.
Under oath.
He's purging.
Kato, do you
What
just
about our
want-
riches, though?
Mm.
Kato, you can teach them about trading. You've learned so much.
What if the real riches were the friends we made along the way?
They are.
It would take a while to pack up everything, though. I don't even know if I could carry it all to the tribe.
I will help you.
That's a lot of stuff.
You're worth it.
No. Like, Alex has only sold like an eighth of my stuff.
Kato, we'll get your stuff there. You can trade when you're there. Maybe it'll be more to your liking when you're back with your people.
No,
Otters.
because then, now that I think about it, I would be the richest otter there.
Wouldn't you already be the richest otter there? You have a lot of stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I would be the richest.
Why are you making that sound like a negative?
Because it would be no fun. I'd be able to afford everybody's and everything's.
You don't have to take everything if you don't want to.
What's the point of collecting riches?
I ask myself the same thing. It hasn't made me happy.
What?
She just haven't bought enough hookers yet.
No, a tea waitress.
Got him.
You never gave that guy more advice.
He'll be back.
Yeah, Kato, how about you think about it? We've got time. If you miss them and you want to go back, I will make it happen.
Not yet. I want more riches. I want, like, the most uniquest, richest thing of all. And then I'll go back.
What do you consider the most unique thing?
He puts a paw on your nose and he goes, "You will know it when we see it."
Okay.
You got booped by your own honor.
The biggest shiny rock.
My baby.
All right. Pushing off at dusk, leaving Clogrenna for New Winfield. Crossing the waves out of the docks, going to full sail on both ships, sailing at a safe distance, heading in that southeasterly direction, consulting the maps and the charts of built by Alex there. You guys assume with the wind and the way things are going, it's going to take you guys about 6 days to get there. Night falls, night shift goes on deck, and everybody, you guys have your evening meal and retire to, eat the captain's quarters on both the Traveler's Shadow, the officers to their officer quarters, Winston to his quarters. And somewhere in the middle of the night, a whistle is heard. Captain Mask, there comes a rap at your door, and Captain Slate comes a rap at your door.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah.
Eh.
Almost as if both crew members on both ships know exactly what to say to both of you on your separate ships. Sir, we're coming up what looks like the aftermath of a battle. What are your orders? Are we to pull off and look for survivors?
Yeah.
How far away are our ships apart? Like,
Safely sailing, you guys are probably like 220 yards between each other.
who's in front?
I'll let you both decide that right now.
Technically, who is Arn riding with?
You.
Well, then
You.
I'm in front, because technically, Arn's my bows.
Alright, then I'll follow whatever lead. If he pulls over, I will go around the wreckage to the other side and stop.
Hey, Captain Slate. I'll spread the rest of the crew. So now, Captain Mask, what do you do?
Well, pull alongside to see if there's any whatever, but I also tell the men to be on guard. Because something had to have caused something like this. So it could be a possible
sir.
ambush.
Aye, so I'll raise the QRF and we'll light the lanterns and pull alongside. So as this response goes out to the Masked Maiden, you see the crew of the Traveler Shadow sees Masked Maiden like light out the lanterns. They start reefing the front sails to start slowing down, coming closer to this wreckage. So you guys, the Traveler Shadow ends up doing the same. You hear the commotion going on about deck. At what point would you take over commands, or would you just let the night crew deal with it? Slate.
They know their jobs.
Nope.
He's not a micromanager. You know the guy.
So they smartly fan out and come around to both sides of the wreckage, so that way illumination from both ships can kind of light up the area. And at count, there looks to be 38 men trying to survive on floating debris.
Send out the skiffs.
Yep.
Skiffs go out, start pulling on some of these survivors. Both skiffs going back. It's almost an even split. We won't get hung up on which numbers go which where. But I will say that for both of you, the most ranking surviving officer fills you in. They are Cran survivors. These are all elves, high elves, dark elves, wood elves. They're all in green livery of Cran naval sailors and a few officers. They do
What
thank you for picking them up and rescuing them. They do ask your names, ship names, and noting that you guys are not a mixed flag and that you're a privateer. They do ask if you guys are settle. You guys will follow the code and bring them to the closest Cran port.
Which is what? Cran is yellow, yes?
Cran is green.
Cran is green.
Durgan is yellow. Well, if
You're
we're
not.
headed
You're
to...
not a full day out of Clogrenna.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
So we're real close to, like, Casavella?
Castillo.
Castellwellen.
Casavellin. Okay.
Yeah. That's all the way to the east. You guys, like I said, you're not even a full day out of Clogrenna.
Okay, so we can bring them back, right?
Hmm.
Unless you
Do
want
they
to bring
wanna
them
go
to
to
Dairy
Clogrenna?
Queen.
At this point, I would skiff over to Mask's ship to talk to him.
Okay.
So they need to go to the nearest port. I'm not all for going back, but we can go forward. There's 2 ports off to the side that we can hit. We can load all the survivors onto my ship if you want, or all the gear onto my ship, and one of us can go kind of out of the way a little bit.
We should both just go out of the way.
Okay, then my vote would be Dairy Cane. That makes progress towards our goal.
Because they
And it's
still
not going
haven't told us exactly how they ended up in this scenario.
That's true.
And
Or
But if we find their story to hold water, unlike their ship,
yeah,
or much like their ship,
it
then
held too much water.
I would say we go to Dairy Cane.
Sure. Let's do that.
Until we get it sorted out, I'm just going to stay on his ship just for ease.
I'll ask this. What ship is, I guess, is the senior ranking officer on?
It's a lieutenant. And
Okay.
There's one on yours that you can
Cool.
speak to.
I'm gonna ask him what happened.
He says, "Well, we were doing a long-range patrol out of Casterwellen. We were coming to make landfall in Clogrenna, and we were happening upon 2 man-of-wars from Diogan. We believe that they came out of Sackett's Harbor, chasing us around Arakawa Island."
More war stuff.
Right.
We're not in the business of doing favors for one nation or the other, but
I mean,
we'll give you a ride, but we're not going backwards. Unless you want to take, some of the skiffs and row your way back. But that's a hike.
If you're to respect the sailor's honor and you're going to drop us off at a Cran port, then that is, at the very least, the minimum you can do. It's still respectful nonetheless. We are at your mercy. Picking us up was a goddess sent, so we thank you for that.
how many did you lose?
We were a crew of 120. We lost the captain and a couple other lieutenants. I am the gunnery lieutenant, so you can surmise that quite a few of the command was lost and a few souls to the deeps. May deep Seychelles watch over them as they cross the line.
82 men.
But make sure all your men keep their uniforms on. We're not having any spying issues here. We're headed for a Deergan port, so.
He looks around and he goes, we recognize that we're in the hands of privateers. That's why I say again, we're at your mercy, and only ask that you respect the code and bring us to the nearest Cran port. If Clogrenna is behind you and you're on the time hack, and Dairy Cane's the best you can do, it is Cran, it is Cran. I would ask just I would get both your names, and all the magistrates will know of the good deed you did here today.
And Captain, what rank do you hold with the Cran?
Let's see here. Major.
Oh yeah, sorry. He's well known, and it would be Major Mask.
Very well. We will let the magistrates know that the Major Mask rescued us here today, and the Admiralty Broad for the Republic of Cran will also know of this. We do appreciate your mercy.
Well, if we get a chance on our way back from our current course, we'll check in and make sure that see if you guys made it all right.
Thank you kindly.
May not like
So the
Fran, but
course
I'm not an
changed to head
asshole.
to Dairy Cane. It's probably only going to add like a day, maybe two, depending on wind, after Dairy Cane to get to New Winfield, as you won't be going at an angle anymore. You'll be heading more or less east, southeast, and you'll be more into the wind that comes across the O lane.
Wait, we're not headed. Okay, I see what you're saying. It fucking is what it is. So
Yep, let's do it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Let us
You
charge forward.
Pull up into the port of Dairy Cane. Dairy Cane is guarded by two giant warships.
well,
This isn't Dairy King.
this is where I parked my boat.
Dude, where's my boat?
Sweet. I love that movie. I love that movie so much.
Fuck, I wouldn't even pull up all the way. I would just let them fucking.
Drop them off.
Don't
to
even
the
dock,
ship.
just skip them in.
Yeah, flag
Yeah.
down the warships and skiff them in.
Yep.
Very well.
One man of ours goes with their boats just to row them back.
We ain't got time for this.
We do not.
But it does eat into more of the supplies of both ships.
It's fine.
Alright. So not even pulling in the port? We won't even worry about
POWs
Dairy
get
Cane
prisoner
falling?
rations.
What is with all these fucking bots lately? I'm sorry, but like, shush. Damn. We made it. Thank God. Let's drop this shit off.
New Winfield.
I know we can drop everything off.
And then go save Uncle Ben.
Yeah, his parents aren't here.
I thought we were just doing this for them.
Yeah, like I'm just through all this. I'm just kind of wondering, like, where they are. What's keeping them from doing this themselves?
Well, the war
I think he said
would
that it
mean...
was the war and the
Yeah.
port was
Oh,
closed.
okay.
And even when we picked up the stuff, they said, destination New Winfield. Haha, good luck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm suspicious too, but we trust Birch, so.
As you guys show up to dock, Both your ships dock. The harbor master comes out and greets you both, knowing exactly who you gentlemen are, and says, "Ha! Welcome back, Commodore Mask, Captain Slate. Oh, please tell me you're here to help Governor Rowlett in the war efforts."
That
No.
we are not doing.
Oh, heartbreaking. Well then, gentlemen, I may be assistance. Your ships look fine.
They are fine. They're very fine.
We're actually here to offload cargo,
Yeah, offload cargo.
not really staying around a whole lot.
Very well. Wow. Welcome back. Enjoy your stay. Please stay a while. Consider visiting the governor. Perhaps he could persuade you all.
Stay a while and listen.
Persuade us of
As,
what? I'm sorry.
Well, the harbor master said, perhaps think about visiting the governor. He could perhaps persuade you all.
We have.
To join the war effort. We got shit going on. My uncle's been taken hostage. We have family to rescue. We have goods to deliver.
First of all, your uncle has been hostage for far too long.
Yes, and we are now taking care of that situation. It takes a while to sail across the ocean blue.
Well, that's his issue.
And it's now our issue.
Ah, my God.
As a familiar voice from behind you all
Hey.
goes, hang on now. Let's not bite off the old harbor master's head, as the voice of Herrick greets you all.
Hey, Eric.
If it
We
isn't
do
that
love
guy,
Herrick.
I don't.
We love Herrick. He always helps us sell off our
Sell off
crazy
all the
magic
magic.
items.
Do you guys have time for tea?
I don't think so.
I guess.
What time of day is it?
You guys came in like mid-morning. It's almost lunch.
We
Yeah.
could stop.
We
Let
could
the
stop.
men stretch their legs too. Just stay close.
We tell them not to get
Oh.
sloshed.
Actually, they have a job to do. The ones on our boat. They can
Offload
go
the
out,
stuff?
but they have to refill supplies.
Oh.
Here's $5. I expect change.
Oh God.
$5.
The traveler's shadow is down to
What's a
22
dollar?
days. 22 days of food and water. The masked maiden is down to 27 days of food and water.
Fill it up.
I'll bring them back up to 30.
Okay, I hate you, but okay, I will do this math.
We've given us enough things. We have the black Amex card. Money is no object. Until it is.
Herrick
In that
brings
case,
you. Herrick brings you all to the familiar tea shop. As you come in, Kala is there. And she looks, and she doesn't see her gray bullet. But anywho, actually, whoa, wait a minute. She looks, and she doesn't see the towering Arn. Oh my god, she doesn't know.
Ooh.
Oh
Anywho.
my god.
This usual booth is picked out. You all are seated. She pulls on a little rope. Suddenly, the magic takes place. You guys are all. The table elongates and like pulls you guys into the curtains, but yet you can see the rest of the tea shop as all the noise out there becomes muffled and muted. You see Herrick kind of relax. He goes, "It does sound like you all are quite busy, but would you be willing to work for the Order of the Praeton again?"
Yes, as soon as we rescue my uncle.
Ah, very well. Well then, would you like to hear the details?
Yes, as soon as we rescue his uncle.
Yes.
Yes.
give us the short of it.
The short of it is I have a line on a minister, which is very concerning, because this is the first time I've heard of the Meresians going rogue against their nation, but supposedly I have intel that has been collaborated and backed up that the minister of Schenectady is about to go rogue against his own church. And in such, the civil war that will probably happen on that island is going to upset the lives of many.
Yeah, well, they're very religious people, so I feel like that's like the biggest sin that they can do.
Yeah, definitely a capital sin. I'm for it.
You ain't sinning, you ain't winning, buddy. You know the old motto of the Masked Maiden.
Kill him?
Hey-oh. I thought it was kill them all.
The Order is
Uh,
concerned that when this man goes all heretic, those left in Schenectady that want to adhere to Meresian and don't leave will possibly be bonded and sold into slavery, which I do recall is something you all are very against.
Yeah, well, now hang
You
on a
had to
second.
use the S word.
well, why don't you just send a fucking memo? Like, tell them to get out.
The Order of the Praetor don't have the resources to help these individuals out. Not to mention, I don't know if you've met a Meresian, but they're pretty stubborn.
Yeah, ain't that the
I don't
truth?
think they're stupid, though.
Well, how are we going to prove to them, like, oh, hey, this most sacred person that you all religiously follow, as he is a, important person in your society, he's going to betray you. So you need to leave and betray him first before he betrays you? Like, how do we logic this out with these people?
Do you
And
have
Herrick,
Well,
proof?
we
Herrick
already
like
know
throws
these
a palm
people.
up at you, and he goes, "Exactly. There's no way we're going to win them over. The quickest and possible way to resolve this is by." And he does the whole like thumb across the neck to the minister.
We're not fucking assassins.
Oh.
And make ourselves an enemy of
The
Mirage?
Mirazians? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a major for the Meresians.
We were able to back you up to as long as you do this quiet enough that the sowing of the seeds of dissent that he's already starting to put in motion his heretical plan. That's how we were able to find out.
Nope. Hard no from me.
Unfortunately, I see no gain in it.
It's not even that. Like, he hasn't actually done anything yet. This is like a hand on head. This is just Minority Report. Like,
Right, yeah, this is a predicted crime of the future.
so when he does something, I am absolutely 100%. If it involves taking people into bondage against their will, I am all for putting him in, into the afterlife he so desperately follows. But until he does that, it's a nah from me, dog. Good talk. Where I?
You went quiet.
Very well. If you do realize that if he gets away with his plan and rises up as a heretic before Merosian can act, that we won't be able to guarantee the safety of all these people. That's why we want to be preemptive. But
But
I
why haven't
understand
you
you are.
notified the Murazian leadership? You said before they can act.
There's
Why
other
don't
preemptive things you can do besides
why
just killing a guy.
yeah, notify the Murazians, provide the evidence, and say, whether you do it anonymously, a baby in a basket on their doorstep, ding dong ditch, but just, do
We got
what
an
you
uncle to
can.
rescue.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out solutions to problems that aren't ours. Not really up my alley.
We're also trying to free people and children who are in slavery now.
As the tea comes, and he waits, and the waitress walks back as you all have served up your delicious, fragrant, sweet but yet refreshing tea that kind of awakens the senses of being on the
Alive in
sixth
this
floor.
tea, or
There can be.
no? I'm saying there is. It tastes real good. This is kind of
Uh,
refreshing.
he
I'm touched. You
resumes.
remembered.
He resumes. He goes, right. The Order of the Praetor does have some trouble trying to convince the other ministers of possible heretical, especially since this is very down in the background, and he is using his own powers of oration and leading of the masses to subvert a subculture, and hoping that once it's out there in the open, that the whole island will move. I can assure you, it won't be a 100% swing to this new way of thinking. They're Meresians. We just can't get them the evidence that they're going to believe. He'll be able to refute it upon further inspection. And of course, the Inquisitors won't do anything because this evidence is clandestine. It's not overt enough for them. It's not enough for the Inquisitors to even come in and zone of truth all his other clergymen.
What if we get like a Meresian spy and like just put him in the mix? Someone that will have trusted authority to report back and then maybe take action that way. So you don't have like the hurdle of proving it to someone because they'll have seen it with their own eyes.
Right, are there any trusted resource or intelligence collectors of the Meresian Empire?
The Order of the Praetor has not developed any of these, no.
I'm saying you have the contact, obviously, with the fucking what do you call them? Better than I, and my brain is smooth.
We have our
Smooth.
agents, but none of them at the high level of
Inquisitors.
cleric.
Inquisitor. No, I'm saying they have a point of contact with the Inquisitors.
Correct.
So if the Inquisitors then have like I don't know, like spies that they use to do whatever they do,
They don't.
like they
The
don't.
Inquisitors do everything overtly in order to stay public to the law, so that way they don't fall ever under suspicion when they make their case decrees.
That's dumb.
Well,
That's how situations like this happen.
You can't have one force supervising justice overtly. The public cannot trust such a thing. It's the only way the Inquisitor Guild is able to exist in this world.
I don't like it.
Once they start operating in the shadows, who's to trust them?
Well, that's a weapon of fear. But if just fucking let them go, then it's a new religion. If they're that fucking, up in arms about it, just fucking leave them alone. I don't know.
All right. He shrugs. He goes, like I said, I knew you were busy. It's a favor to ask if you would do work again for the Order of the Praetor. I surmise that once you save the current slaves that you're after that are currently enslaved, that if this does happen to rise up and he takes the minority Meresians who don't agree with his heretical ways, and if he does indeed sell them into bondage, do I expect to see you all back again to help, or will you respond directly?
Whoever's closer, I suppose.
Yeah, you know how we feel about slavers.
We do not like them.
That's good enough for me, and this turns into a very good day of tea with old friends.
Although I will say something that's kind of on everybody's mind. If this guy does end up doing the thing that we think he's going to do, then it's fucking game on.
That's what we just discussed, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. My brain is not working.
You focused on the tea. Sorry.
No, Adam has like 103 fever, so.
Oh.
Well, maybe focus on not dying.
Too late.
I literally refuse.
So on to other topics. Do you have any magic items for me, or perhaps are you looking for anything for me to procure?
I want, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, I want the weirdest shit you've ever seen. Like a magical item, like a magical
Alive or
item.
dead?
Okay.
A magical item. I don't care if it's alive or dead.
Of course.
But like the weirdest, maybe it's the stupidest. What about a rod of disintegration that disintegrates itself? Like what is the most useless magical item you've ever seen?
He holds out a hand and goes, wait. You want the weirdest thing I've seen? Doesn't matter if it's alive or dead, but you want it to also be useless. And he kind of points at you.
Those are not mutually exclusive. I have a lot of money, and both of those sound great.
So you want one of each?
Yes.
Give me a month.
Oh, so exciting. Also, do you have any enchanted cloaks that make the wearer very warm and keep them dry?
I
Like
don't
a
have
cloak,
any
perhaps?
currently on hand, but I could find you some.
Alright.
deep brown, like the bark of a tree. Preferably not a magic item that requires attunement, just something that keeps the wearer very snuggled.
I'm just
That
staring at him with the biggest smile on face, like, are you what?
Well,
I for sure can get that done. Yes, that'll be
fantastic.
easier.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I got something for you. Actually, you're gonna have to go get it though.
Mm.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make a trip to Liffey,
Okay.
but it's free. You'll find it at this enchanter's shop. It's a pistol. You'll know what you're talking about. Just ask for Slate, one of Slate's pistols.
I feel like we sold most of our stuff. Oh, not
And
this.
sell it. Do whatever you do with it.
That's Mr.
I don't
Jacobs.
care.
You leaving the value up to me? Am I selling this as a contractual obligation to you?
I will tell you that item is fucking priceless, and you can use that however you want.
You're just giving it to him? What is happening?
I've never sold any of these.
Is there instructions you want me to leave with the pistol to the person who purchases it?
Have
Nope.
fun.
Nope. Just say it's 1 of 6.
I don't understand it, but this is doable. Leafy, it won't cost too much to get a passage there. This is
That's your
doable.
problem now, not mine.
So, in the information brokerage business, does the Order of the Periton have any information about Benjamin Burton and our ship that has been
The
taken
Order of
hostage?
Crichton has heard rumors of the Burton family coming under scrutiny in the city of Gateway, but
Right. Dad
weren't
told me
concerned
about
too
that.
much with inter-families politicking.
Right.
As far as Benjamin, I have not heard anything of this man's name.
Right, well, inter-family political bullshit is happening at home in Gateway. Dad sent me a message to let me know that that's what's happening, and now my uncle has gone missing, whom of which is the Casanova entrepreneur of the family. So, wrapping this up as quickly and quietly as possible is for the best. Just wanted to know. We know he's in the southeast, but island hopping is rather tedious.
Well, you're at New Winfield. You're at pretty much the gateway beyond the northeast. Everything that you have before you, you have Hartwick, Onondaga, Chittenango, Avondale, Noir, Leafy, and everything in between to find him. Do you know which enemies might have him?
Hand on head. Rob, was that revealed to us?
Nope.
We do actually have a guess.
We have a guess, yeah, but we don't have a confirmation.
Herrick looks at you like, this might be helpful.
Like, there's this death cult that we've been hunting down,
No, I don't know.
fucking ruining their plans.
A famous pirate named Blue?
Oh yeah, that bitch.
Have heard of that name.
Maybe him.
Unfortunately, the Praeton Order has not been able to ascertain any location of Blue's operation, but we do know his operation is fairly clandestine, and if we could perhaps break it, understanding how he's able to keep hidden is definitely going to help us in the future.
We're working on it.
Any word on the Solviers?
The Solviers have last been seen here indeed. Apparently the Empire and Cran have both put them on trade embargoes out of all the reports and wanted for questioning. We weren't able to ascertain why, but we did know. I have heard that the Solviers brought a big portion of the fleet down to Onondaga. They left Onondaga, and only a few came back. I'm also told a few of them ended up in Avondale, so they are definitely within the region.
Do you want to know why they are embargoed?
I'm a simple magic shop vendor that's giving you tea and the comfort of security and quietness in this corner. If you want to tell me, by all means, tell me. We are friends.
I know. I just didn't know if it would be beneficial to your information brokerage network.
Just tell them.
Okay.
Thrusting
The
him into
Silveres are
global
not-
politics.
The Severes are not holding any offices that we know of, but if you think they're influencing any ministers, magistrates, governors, or viceroys here in the Orlane, the Order of the Praetor is all ears.
I download the whole thing onto the guy. I give him just
Grim, get the
chronologically.
list.
Yeah,
I bring out the
Grim.
list.
the lists.
Do not get me started on this fucking list.
She's over there daydreaming about the cloak, and all she hears is list. Huh? List?
We've
I
got
will
lists.
say that the southeast is where the Silveres started their enterprise. I'm sure they might have their fair number of warehouses around, but I wouldn't know of any port that doesn't have a Silvere warehouse. Even New Winfield has a warehouse that the Silveres rent out and lease. However, we haven't seen their ships come by in quite some time. I can tell you that for certain.
Well,
And
maybe it was the
Governor Rowlett
Silveres
would
that
have
are mad at my uncle and us and kidnapped him.
Well, if you've been ruining the plans of this death cut, and they're definitely part of it, and they know who you are, and your cargo ship that your uncle is running has your flag, they, by all means, he kind of looks at you with his face of like, it's not far-fetched. I kind of believe you.
But it gives us a point and a place to point at, because islands may not be big, but it's hard to look at an entire island all at once. So we'll start with looking at the warehouses in the port cities of these islands and try to trim it down from there.
Good call. Good call.
And maybe even check out the rentable warehouse here. Do you know who's renting the warehouse here now?
I don't
It's a
know the name of
Silver
their
warehouse.
warehouse manager here, but if you talk to the harbor master and ask for the Silvere's warehouse, they'll point you to it.
Fantastic. Thank you. So the tea is wonderful. It's always wonderful. I don't know if any of us have ever said it, but it is a genuine pleasure to spend time with you.
It is. It's quite a pleasure. I enjoy always when you come back to port. You guys don't come back enough.
We're
busy.
busy.
As Met privateers should be, earning their keep, feeding their men, keeping gold in their pockets, as he gives you guys the cheers of pretty much what's left in your all's cups.
Huzzah!
It's never the problems you want to have.
Right?
Correct.
You want
Talk
problems?
about the most inopportune time to get new quests. Like, hey, we've probably ignored these things for way too long. Also, that may be the difference between, like, in real-world time, because we haven't played so much, versus, like, in-game time. I don't think it's actually been that long since we found out that he got kidnapped.
I think we've been playing the campaign in real life longer than the time that has passed within the campaign.
100%. I was just looking at Kanka. I was looking at Kanka, and some of the quests are from 2 years ago.
Yep.
Explore the Cursed Island, aka the Fuck Dungeon, 2 years ago.
We never agreed on that name.
I
Dungeon.
have never asked whether you did or didn't. Didn't
ask.
we call it the Monkey Fuck Dungeon earlier?
I don't.
No.
No, you guys are thinking about I mean, that is the same island. Shit,
That was the haunted dungeon.
Haunted island. That's the same island. The spooky island is where that dungeon where like the dilapidated monkey was in, but like there was also the cavern with the kobolds that went all apeshit on y'all.
Yep. Good times.
And rebuffed your attack, and then you're like, we got up 2 levers. We can take them now, and they were paired.
Pretty paired.
So who knows?
GG, guys.
All right, y'all. That was good. I missed you guys. I missed this.
Yeah.
Feel better.
I can't believe it's been over 2 years.
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
We're coming up on, and the funny part is we're coming up 2 years in game too.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Holy
We've
shit.
been doing a lot, though.
A lot of killing.
A lot of freeing people.
A
I
lot
like
of
that
killing.
one.
Yeah. You know, the non-murdery part is still cool. There's
No,
some
I don't
scientific
understand.
discoveries. I feel like, as a player, I've piloted Alex the way I wanted to. With, like, you
I
know...
would sure fucking hope so. It's your character.
Yeah.
I just don't feel compelled to be useful to the party. I just feel compelled to do whatever the fuck Alex wants to do.
Imagine D&D.
Oh, imagine playing the way you want to play. Alright, well, you know what? I am the weakest of all for peer pressure.
What do you mean?
My weird desire for approval from my friends who all like me.
Ah.
But, you know.
Well, I didn't agree with the hand in the acid thing, but you went ahead and did that anyway, so...
You did. That was all you.
Was a learning. Let's also talk about foreshadowing. The body and the soul being separated. I was like, God damn it, Rob! Now you're gonna make me go fucking crazy, lose myself to an eldritch god. I am
What,
the
you,
BBG.
you thought there was zero trade-off?
No, I knew there would be like probably no fucking, I guess, right? No robo penis or anything, but like, I didn't realize I could eventually be the end game big bad evil guy boss.
Oh,
Let's
You
shoot
won't
Alex
even
now.
be able to tell when it's happening because you're always chaotic.
This is true. I think the one indicator will probably be when I tell you what I do in my sleep, and I have 18 scrolls to record with Cat. So I am super excited to see what kind of nefarious idiocy I get up to in the middle of the night.
I got one thing for you. Oh, my balls.
God.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
No.
Not everybody.
Again.
GG. That was fun. I really hope that we can get this cargo sent on its way so we can save Uncle Ben, who has probably been waiting way too long for us. But until then, that'll be hopefully another game next week now that we're back on our schedule. We missed 2 weeks. I'm so sorry. I should have been on here, but I didn't want to. It's the depression. I'm sorry. All right. More D&D next Thursday, 6:45 p.m. EST. And until then, bye-bye.